Jennifer Smith, how are you? Let me get things set up here, Brad, if that's you. All right. I think we're up and running. It's Jen. Well, hello, Jen. Boy, I got to clean these glasses. I can't hardly see. Just a minute. I can't see the chat. Well, I've been watching the Discovery Plus. Been watching the Moonshiners. That's pretty interesting. All right, now maybe I can see. How are you? I'm doing good, Jen. If anybody wants to come up, Jen, you can come up if you'd like. There's a link if anybody wants to come up. I emailed some out. Got 4 people watching. When you see me bend over like that, I'm locking my chair so it don't lean back. Oh, the Moonshiners, you haven't seen that? Yeah, I know you're a little shy, Jen. But there isn't nothing to it, Jen. You're just talking to a screen. Yeah, I bought the Netflix, and Pam, she bought the Discovery Plus. Works pretty good that way. Neither one of us is footing the whole bill. But my internet, cable, and telephone's like $245. Hello, Rosanna. I seen a show. They was looking for Bigfoot in Washington State. Have you seen Bigfoot other than me in Washington State? I'm Bigfoot. But I'm doing fine, Rosanna. I'm not really ready, but it's going to get hot one of these days. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law, Pam's sister, they're in Arizona right now. Yes, Bigfoot is a real deal. A big deal here. Huh. Hello, Mason. There's a link in there if you'd like to come up. You're more than welcome. All right. Mason, you're welcome, and Brad is welcome. A Corvette. All right. That is neat. They are fast. I was going to come up, but I'm not welcome. Not. You are welcome, Rosanna. Here, just in case you have a mind to, there's the link again. I'd be more than happy to have you. A Roadrunner is a Plymouth. I thought you told us the other night. I've never heard of a Barracuda other than a fish. Barracuda. They made a song after that. One of my friends has a Plymouth Duster, and it's very fast. It's got a 440 and a 4-speed manual transmission. Woo! Knock him out, John. Pull the throttle back and let her go. I've heard of them, a Roadrunner, but I don't know as I've actually seen one. I know you're talking about a car. If you want to go fast and go legal, go over there in Idaho. You can run 80 mile an hour there. There's
Hello.
Brad.
How are you?
Really good, Brad.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Hey, Rosanna, Mason, how's it going, man?
Oh,
Hope all's well with everybody.
I was going to bring you up. I'm sorry, but you left too quick. Try it again. I think that guy's name's Josh.
Good evening, Rosanna. How are you? How you feeling? How's everything coming with you? You eating better? I hope so. A Roadrunner, eh, Rosanna? Yeah, that's my favorite car. I'd love to have one of them. For sure.
Good evening, Josh.
How's it going, man?
Going
Very
great.
good to see you.
That's good.
I seen you come up, and I knew who you was. I was getting ready to click on you, and you turned it off.
Fell into that sinkhole, didn't you, Josh?
No,
No.
and I've been thinking about hell. I think the last time I talked to you was probably year and a half ago on when I can come live. So on my own, I think.
Well, I think you was on here not too long ago on my panel.
I probably was. I can't remember.
I remember it was less than a month ago for sure.
Yeah.
And less than a month ago, I received some burns on both my hands and arms, legs. So, it's been an experience, and
You was sunburned?
no. I was filling up a Zippo lighter fluid.
Oh, wow.
Everything went normal. So I put the lighter fluid back in the cabinet and went to strike the light and it blowed up.
Oh my
So
heavens.
of course, it's on fire and I got lighter fluid all over my body. So I'm almost healed from it. I got some loose skin on this hand. A bad burn on this hand. That's always going to be the scar because it did skin grafts and
Wow, buddy.
it's a piece. My chest. I was wearing a polyester vest, so when that thing blowed up, it set the vest completely on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And I immediately I thought I just took the hands and just took it off. I had second-degree burns on the front of my chest, even though pulling it off. I mean, once that lighter fluid gets on your skin, it's going to burn.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And my dumbass,
buddy.
My dumbass friend thinks it's a good thing to put water on gasoline. I mean, it's basically gas. It don't put it out.
No, it spreads it.
And my girlfriend run out of the house and she actually threw the sheet on top of me to put me fully out.
Wow.
Man.
That's the scariest ride of my life. I've been in an ambulance a lot of times.
So, are you going to ever use another butane lighter?
Probably, yes.
You will?
Yes.
We never learn, do we, Josh?
No. So, I mean, you put the lighter fluid in, it's windproof, so of course I'm going to continue to use it. I mean, that was an old one. That was Grandpa's, so I guess it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget that. Strike down. I looked at my hands and they were on fire. I said, uh-oh. And there's nothing you can do to wipe that crap off your hands. So,
no.
I was in for the ride. I called into the house. Thank God the back door was open on the screen. And she come outside and immediately doused me over. She didn't know water didn't. It helped it some, but I was engulfed in fire.
Wow.
I'm lucky it didn't burn my face or it inhaled it.
Well, for sure.
It was front of my chest. These hands, they suffered third degree on this one because of the scar. And that's just light skin over top. I'm supposed to wear a bandage. I don't.
Yeah.
It gets hot where I live. Short thing, but my front of my legs, it's still like kind of scaly because skin's peeling and it's a piece.
I'll bet it is, buddy. I know my son went through that too. He caught fire a while. Like he was about 5 when he caught fire. Yeah, his flannel pajamas went up.
And I've been burned by frying pan grease, like on the stove when it's extra hot. When I was like 4 or 5 years old, I reached over a stove right there with mother and poured that on my left leg.
Oh, wow.
So, I did burns for him when paramedics picked me up. They said, "Are you in any pain?" I said, "No." I wasn't in any pain. I think it was from the shock of being fully engulfed in fire.
Right.
And they put me in
Benny B. How are you, Ben?
And then they put me in the ambulance, and I just said, get me to the hospital, just treat me. I said, I know my skin's peeling back, in blisters. I said, they said, do you know what they expected a burn unit? I said, they're going to cut the blisters. They're going to prepare my skin. Yes.
Yeah, I know my son went through about, it must have been at least 10 different skin grafts trying to get him back to normal, eh? It's unreal, guy. I feel for what you're going through, buddy, because it is a fight, I'll tell you.
I'm good now.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to go for another skin graft next week just to improve the skin buildup on his hand. But I'm back at work.
To everybody.
I went back to work. The doctor's order stated I shouldn't go back before September. I went back to work. So.
Right.
I'm burned. You don't treat me like I'm paralyzed. Somehow I can go back to work if I feel like it. And they said it will scar up so bad. I said, I got burned. You're supposed to have scars. Hell.
Right.
So, it's tough. It's tough. So.
It is, Benji. It's humid here, too. AC Parrot, how you doing? Good to see you.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He dropped off.
Well, I used to carry a Zippo lighter.
Yep.
And
I did too.
If you filled them too full, they'd leak out in your pocket and burn your leg.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Leave big red scars. Big red patches.
Yeah.
And it literally hurts. It burns you.
So what I did at the last, you take that piece, it opens up. When you go to fill it, there's a piece of wick there.
Yep.
Coat that back. That way you don't get it too full. And when you see it, then put that wick back.
Right.
And then it's not too full. AC Parrot says, "Hey, hi Kim, what made you sub to my channel?" I sub to everybody.
Yeah, Kim subs to everybody, man. We're just big supporters, and we do our own thing on YouTube, just like everybody. I'm in Canada, Benji.
I'm in Illinois, Benji. And if you don't have any subs, I like to get people started. That's how I got started, with one.
Yeah, me too. Yep. Everybody starts with 1 or 2, Myself, I started out with 0, honestly.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my darn fiance's old phone or iPad working, but the charger cord where it goes into the phone, the wire's kind of screwed up, and I can't get it to connect, and I don't know how to take it apart to fix it, eh? Drive me nuts.
You mean on the iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone 4. It's an old one, eh? One of the first ones.
Well, you can buy new cords, but it didn't sound like that's where the problem was.
Oh yeah, it's in the cord itself.
Oh, well,
Jen,
buy a new cord.
I can't find one. It's an old phone, eh?
Go to
Yeah.
like Casey's. Do you have a Casey's?
I don't think so, no.
We
got
filling station,
used to get them at the Dollarama here, eh?
right?
But that's way at the other end of town. I got to wait until I can pay a cab to go up there.
Well, it's not worth paying a cab. See if you can order it online.
Hello.
Yeah, maybe Amazon. I'll have to check that out. Amazon or eBay.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Hello, Mason.
Thanks, Kim. Been driving me nuts all day. Mason, how's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Which background you talking about there, Ben?
What you got in your hand there, Mason?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just his palms.
No, it's his chair.
Oh, okay. Holding arm of your chair. Yeah, okay. That would make sense.
See, this is my chair.
Yep. Nice, AC. I'll bet it is nice there, eh? Good chairman. How are you? Good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
Hello, the
Hey,
chairman.
that's nice.
All
Where'd you
right.
get that, Mason?
I got a lot of these.
You got a what?
I got a lot of those.
Well, send me 2 truck ones, will you, so I can put them on my truck?
I don't know if that'll work, but
You got any old bison?
I need a front and a back, man. Come on, do me a good one. Come on.
You got
they don't even have to be the same number.
Nope, don't even have to be the same number.
Yeah. I got a Hank Williams record the other day.
You might as well put on there, lock me up, because that's
Yep,
what's going to
That's
happen.
right.
Yeah.
If you can catch me, you can lock me up. Hope my gas lasts all night long.
Got me a cool soundbar. Those.
Rosanna, Pam's been talking about she wants to go to Maine
Right.
in the end of fall,
Nice.
or
That'd be a nice-
the first of fall, like in September.
right. That'd be a nice trip for you. Go up and see Rosanna.
No, she's on the other side of the United States.
Oh, right. She's Washington State now. That's right, too.
Yeah.
Yes. My mistake. My bad.
Rosanna's wanting to go back to Maine. Maybe we can meet her there.
Yeah. Yeah, nice place up there in Maine. I've seen pictures and stuff, and a few videos that one of my relatives went up, and I'll tell you, what a beautiful area.
It is pretty.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe it when I was looking at the video. I thought, wow. Why didn't I snuggle up in your suitcase and go with
They
you?
own an island there. Isn't that something? To own an island.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Rosanna
Then
lives
you
on
can
an
really
island.
say, get off my island, can't you, Rosanna?
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be something, eh, Kim? Wow. There's one in Huntsville I could have bought a few years back, about 10 years ago. They only wanted $9,000 for it, and they called it Seagull Island. It had one house on it, and maybe about 7 foot around the outside of the house to walk without falling in the lake. The only thing was you had to have a boat to get out to it. In the wintertime, you had to have a screw to get back in.
I
So-
know.
I said, nah, forget about that. I looked at the house, mind you. I went over and looked at it and went in, but it was so damaged from all the seagulls, Kim. It would have cost me more to fix it than it was to buy the whole freaking rock. You know what I mean?
Oh my.
Yeah, so I just said, no, I don't want this. He even offered it to me. He says, I'll give it to you for $7,000 if you want it right now. $7,000 cash, it's yours. I said, no, I don't want it. It's going to cost me more to rebuild the house than the whole thing's worth.
Well, could you imagine, like now, you'd have to boat everything in,
Yep.
and the price of the lumber has went sky high.
Oh, way up. I was going to get some to build a good raised bed out back. No.
7/16 ox board used to be $7. It's $42 now.
Yeah, no, it just went bam right to the roof.
Now, why did it do that?
I have no idea. I don't know why it jumped like that. There's no reason for it. There's no shortage. There's no nothing like that in wood. So I don't know why it went up. Kind of weird.
Watch this.
Yeah, you're probably right, Chairman. That's the sad part about it, eh?
Well, it's not Biden's fault. He didn't do it. And yes, he is doing a hell of a good job, AC. This virus, he's got it under control. He's got it coming his way. Trump wouldn't do anything.
Check
They're
this
getting
out.
ready to lock Trump up.
Well, I think that's what Trump needs, to be honest with you, Kim.
There's Ben G.
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Hello, Ben.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm good.
This
That's
is my
nice, Mason.
First, do what now? Oh, sorry. This is my first time ever with using the YouTube like this for a live
Oh,
chat.
yeah, for a live stream? That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, you
live-
picked a good one to choose for your first time, man.
This is
What's that, Mason? Oh, it's a key. Key to what?
it's a ferro rod.
Oh, okay. Well, why do they put a key on it, a key end on it?
Ben, what state are you in?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama, nice.
The heart of Dixie.
The heart of
There you go.
Hey, Google,
There's a spot to be,
Make a
brother,
bird
for
noise.
sure.
What? Well, I mean,
This is a fart.
You want to start that, Mason? I'll get my machine out and we can have a little duet.
hey Google,
So,
go to hell. Google.
what do you do,
I'm
Ben?
a virtual assistant.
Hey, Google,
but your
shut
words
up.
are
I'm a law clerk,
What kind of a clerk?
like a legal clerk, basically like an assistant to an attorney. Basically.
Well, that's good. Oh, a law.
That.
My hearing ain't worth a hoot.
I'll take the bar exam in July, so
Oh, you haven't done it yet.
I've taken it.
Oh,
I've if you don't adequately, if you don't prepare like you should, then yeah, you ain't gonna pass it. And I didn't. I didn't. I wasn't as serious as I should have been, and before. So I'd like to knock it out this July.
Hey Kim,
well, best of luck to you.
Thank
Yep,
you.
for sure.
I said best of luck to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Maybe when you get your license, you can lock Trump up.
There you go.
I mean, he is, closer than he was, I guess. Well, no, where he is in Florida, it's not, because I'm in Northeast Alabama, so it's like Georgia is about an hour away, and then Tennessee is about an hour away.
Let's see. How are you?
Well, I don't. Trump actually he came to Huntsville for a rally, and I forget how many hundreds of thousands that was spent on the event, and the city and the county footed the bill for that. But I mean, they were never reimbursed, so that's.
Oh no. He don't mind spending other money as long as it isn't his. He doesn't have to pay it back, right?
He never paid his loans off.
That's like our prime minister here in Canada. Still wearing diapers, that boy.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait, yeah, Homer's Reluctant Odyssey. Yeah, Scottsboro is 30 minutes maybe from where I am. So
near Huntsville. Ah.
No, I'm in Albertville. It's like in between Huntsville and Birmingham.
Right. Huntsville's beautiful. I love Huntsville up that way. We have a Huntsville down here this way too. It's north, but it's nothing like the Huntsville that you guys are talking about.
It's Huntsville will be the pretty soon they'll be the largest city and in the state. If they're not number 2 already, they'll be number 2 pretty soon. They have
nice
a lot of people moving into the city and to the county. I'm in the county just below Madison County where Huntsville is, and
right.
But yeah, Huntsville is yeah, I mean it's growing. Birmingham is just kind of their growth has stalled, but they're the Birmingham Metro will still be bigger, but as far as most populous city, Huntsville will have them beat in the next 3 to 5 years because
nice.
There's so many like federal jobs coming through with NASA and like defense contractors and just
right
all kinds of stuff. But we don't have a rocket scientist where I live.
Right.
Bet you don't have a hat like this.
I don't. Wait,
no,
is that Ohio State hat? Oh no! Wait, never mind. That's okay.
You use that beak as a diving board.
England.
Yeah. Flat cap.
Yep.
They come from England.
Put some wheels on that bugger and you could drive it.
Wait, what's the 18-year-old autistic kid in Jackson County? I don't think I heard about that. Well, I take that back. I think
wow. Good for him, Odyssey, but a bad way to get there, eh? That's sad about that 18-year-old. I'm sorry to hear that.
When did that happen?
White supremacist.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Come on. When is this world just going to grow up, Kim, and just say, you know what? It's time to love and respect people rather than hate and want war all the time,
Okay, now, I'm a Democrat.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not against guns.
Oh, I'm not either.
I don't think that you need automatic rifle that shoots 400 rounds in a second or so.
No.
All of these shootings,
That's an assault rifle.
yeah, all these shootings that's going on is going to make the Republicans or the Democrats get rid of guns more so.
Well, they're already trying to do it here in Canada. It's not working for them, but they're trying to do it.
I know, but of all these shootings, it's not going to protect the Second Amendment,
That's right. That's right. But see, our Second Amendment's gone, Kim. When we got this new prime minister, he took all our protection away. We can't legally protect ourselves.
Wow.
If a guy comes up to me on the street out front here, Kim, and punches me in the mouth and I hit him back, I go to jail with him.
Really?
No protection. He took it away.
Oh my.
Yeah.
As far as.
But now you know why, right? Because they don't want no guns. With our guns, we can protect ourselves, right?
But
the thing is, he don't know how well I am with my hands, and if he sends anybody to my door wanting to force me to take a needle or anything else, yeah, they'll find out I'm not a good guy to deal with. Seriously, they will.
I think folks saying that it's like it is a mental health issue. I think they're right. I think it is a for the most part a mental health issue, but they actually need to adequately fund mental health, and
that's right. I agree.
And there should be background checks, and that those just make sense. I mean, if you can't wait, I think it's like 3 days before you get in any firearm really, then I mean, because I read where people that do these shootings and whatnot, they do it in like how they're feeling at the moment, or for the most part. There's just all the planning involved is they get in a downswing in their mood, and they just go, I'm gonna go buy a gun, and I'm gonna do something, and but yeah, if
hi Sue. Sorry,
hello, Sue. How are you?
I'm bad, guys. I kind of treat Kim's chat like my own, and when I'm on my own live stream, I like to everybody that comes in and make sure I say hi and all that, I don't try to interrupt. I just like to let them know that we know they're here.
Right.
But
yeah, Ben, if I want a gun, why can't I wait 3 or 4 days?
Exactly. See, what they need to do, Kim, what they need to do is stop all the illegal runs of these illegal guns. It's the illegal guns coming in there, the illegal ones. You know what I mean? It's not us innocent people that hunt and target shoot with our guns to enjoy ourselves. It's all the ones that are buying these guns and they're being shipped overseas and everything else to everybody. I mean, in Toronto, we watched it on the news the other day. A 6-year-old kid can go in Toronto, a guy said, and buy a gun anywhere. What's wrong with that picture? So what's the cops and the government's doing to slow this problem down?
Well,
they just decide, well, everybody that's got guns and take them away from everybody instead of just the people that need them taken away. It's ridiculous.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, this is just with in the Alabama, but the part where I'm at in Alabama has been a red state for a while.
Yeah.
And I know several people that are in law enforcement, and I mean those guys, because it's someone that not in law enforcement to say that they hey, I want everybody to have access to XYZ type of gun, versus someone that is in law enforcement that, they've had some, unbalanced person, pull that, whatever type of gun out on them, and shoot it at them.
A lot of them are carrying AK-47s, eh?
Oh yeah, like they don't. I mean, I know a lot of the local law enforcement, like they're like, yeah, we.
Well, the thing is, how do they fight against that? The guns that they're giving the law enforcement, how do they fight against an AK-47 and submachine guns and all this that these illegal people are getting?
Oh, they keep like AR-15s, and I mean they keep some firepower with them if needed, but it just depends on the situation. But a lot of times you're not able to like if it's in the trunk, you're not able to say, hold on a second, let me go grab this. Like there was a shooting the other day. This guy just decided to shoot at people, and because he, for one reason or another, well, I mean he's mentally unstable, and he shouldn't have had he's just a perfect example of a individual that shouldn't have a firearm.
Exactly.
But, he, as soon as he got a hold of a couple, he, went on a little spree until he got a state sponsored.
Way too much of even that going on anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's sad, our government's trying to kill us off, and now people are trying to kill people off. Like, what's going on in this world? What is wrong with people?
Shoot, there was a.
It don't make sense.
No, it don't, Kim. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Up there in Illinois, did they have a bunch of Trump buses come around last year?
Austin Ferris, how are you?
I don't know. I can't really answer that. They did have a Trump thing going on uptown here.
How's it going, bro?
I rode down my window and I honked my horn. Hey, Biden! Go Biden!
Yeah. Good for you, Kim.
Well,
Ain't much, Kim.
That's good, Austin. I'm glad you're doing good.
Austin, you been doing them dishes?
What are you doing, man?
Okay, Ben, was there something you was getting at when you asked me about the buses?
Oh,
Go right ahead.
Oh, this there were several I know that came through where I'm at, and they didn't just drive through. They stopped, and they were in the area for about 3 weeks total selling merchandise, and there were 2 buses. I mean, they were parked about 9 miles apart, and 2 buses just selling the flags, just Trump material,
right?
And anyway, it was like it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild, and
Hi, Kim.
Hello, Jen.
Hi, Ben. Hi,
hey,
Mr. Whistle. Great.
Yeah.
Just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. And yeah, I told you earlier I was a little shy, so I'm not one to really come up. But
Jen.
We'll change that.
hope everyone's doing well out there. I'm just going to go now.
All right. See you
Have a
later.
good night, guys.
I'm just gonna go now, he says. I'm just going to go now.
but but like, out of curiosity, I went into one of the buses because I'm thinking, what are all these people paying for? This this stuff that's what's the draw? Because I mean, you can buy, there's other places you can buy like an American flag, for example. But anyway, I walked in, I was looking at the prices, and this guy that he's actually from Michigan, he and his wife were driving around this particular bus, and they when I first walked in, it was on the door it had a hookers for Trump. I guess they unionized.
That's good.
And this random person just came up to me and said, "Hey, he said, hey, are you a Democrat?" And I thought, wait, what?
Yeah.
So, and now, granted, it was right behind the office where I work, and so I just walked to the bus, and it was real surreal because it was like, dang, am I about to get stabbed depending on my answer right here?
Yeah, no doubt, eh?
And,
so they asked you if you was a Democrat?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they said they said something like, we heard there were Democrats in the area, and I thought, well, well, okay.
Well, you see, the thing that I would have said, you bet your sweet ass I'm a Democrat. I would have told him that because I am a Democrat.
Well,
but the
thing with that is, I thought, well, maybe I should say like I'm the president for this county, or at the time I was the president for the Young Democrats for this county, and no, I take that back. I'd already kind of passed that along to somebody else, and so I wasn't.
But one thing, I would have never walked on his bus. I mean, you did, and that was fine,
It was. I mean, the hookers for Trump sign.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Hookers for Trump.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I know I'm going to here. Yeah.
Well, we're about 10 miles from here to Vincennes, Indiana, and there was a man that was arrested that was in on the raid at the White House.
Oh.
So Robinson, Illinois is about 20 miles north of me. And there was somebody, I don't know if they was arrested, but he went to the raid. There was some guy in Robinson, 20 miles north of me, went to the White House to the raid. Oh, Ben, what happened?
Oh, he's gone.
Regroup. You can come back. Let's see. There he comes.
Sorry about that.
Hit the wrong button.
You clicked the wrong button.
Yes, sir.
I do that.
Yeah, we've done that before.
But you said that there were some arrested in Robinson, Illinois?
No, I know that there was somebody from Robinson that went to the raid. There was somebody in Vincennes that was arrested.
Oh, well, I'll do you one, better, I guess. I mean, not really better, but the county where I live, there were three people that went to get it up at the insurrection, and they one of them ended up somehow he had a taser in his pocket, and
Lucky.
he tased himself in the nuts, and it triggered a heart attack, and he died.
Oh my!
While he was up, this was before it took place, but that's what he went up there for. And the other two, it's been in the our local news for a while. I mean, they're about to go on. They're about to go on. They're about to sentence them in that.
What do you got on your chest there, Lucky?
Oh, some logo, I think, of some shirt. It's some sports
Okay.
shirt. It's an athletic shirt. I'm laying down in this recliner, just sitting here. I was
All right.
watching this YouTubes about the Trump chief executives are getting subpoenaed to tell them about their organization and stuff.
Isn't that
I bet
great?
they're all, yeah, I bet they're all going to go by the way. Well, if they testify, they're immune to prosecution. So that one guy's going to tell everything he knows, and if he purges himself, he gets, I don't know how many years, 5, 10 years, something like that. So, but if he tells the truth, he's immune to the prosecution. I'm sure he's just going to tell everything he knows.
There you go. What I did see where Trump was he suspended for 2 years from Facebook.
Well, they're going to review his in 2 years. That'd be about the time he starts up the election again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'd be in Facebook prison.
Yeah, it's got to really be driving him crazy that he can't snort coke and tweet every 5 seconds.
Grumpy, we don't act like that in this place. Sorry. See you around, buddy.
Well, I can't see the
It
chat.
took a
so I don't
while
worry
to
about
get to go.
Well, I was looking down. I didn't notice him. I would have had him gone quicker than that.
Oh, you unhitted.
Wait, what happened?
I what?
Here, wait a minute.
I unhit him? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, let me hit him again.
Okay, you hit him.
Well,
Hit him hard. Here, John.
There you
who
go.
was he?
Just some
Uh,
come in.
Somebody won mouth off.
I love to hear him mouth off.
They don't last long.
Nope.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
We like
Okay.
to play with them trolls. They bounce
Lumberman,
really well.
how are you? Been a while since I've seen you.
So how you been, Lucky?
Well, I've been fine. I've been making videos, making jewelry, painting paintings, making books, just trying to stay busy.
Awesome.
I just got
man.
off the
Cool.
phone with a friend of mine. She's in court. No, she's in the high Sierras up around Flagstaff somewhere. Said the temperature
wow,
was 70
nice, eh?
degrees. Yeah, it was 70 degrees up there. 74, that was the high. And I'm thinking,
Mhm.
yeah, I need to get out of here.
Yep. I know it's supposed to be in the 30s here tomorrow. We're gonna cook.
Oh yeah, I want to go. I want to go where you're at. Yeah, it remind me when I was in the Antarctic. Minus 60 today, buddy. We're having a heat wave.
Hey guys.
Hello, the chairman. How are you?
Welcome back, Chairman.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know
What are you
who's going
doing?
to run for president this next time running. We know that Biden will, but I believe that it'd probably be Pence. Maybe they'll put Pence in there.
Lucky, I think you should run against all of them.
Oh God, no. That's one job I wouldn't have. But I think, honest to God, that Pence was a better American citizen than Trump was. I mean, you know, he didn't
Oh,
at
for
least
sure.
follow the Constitution. Follow the Constitution. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen pigs in pig pens that have more freaking respect than Trump does.
Oh, he didn't have none. I don't know what his problem was.
That's That's what Melania calls. That's her nickname.
But you know, them Trumpers was saying, "Where's Pence? Hang Pence."
They tried to kill him.
Oh yeah,
Something.
Well, I mean,
few pot shots.
do we want a dictatorship or do we want a constitution? You know what I'm saying? To me, they said they wanted to redo the Constitution. Well, it's worked for since 1776. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got to be a pretty valid paper to keep running for this many hundreds of years. You know.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you?
I don't want it. Well, I don't want a dictatorship. I mean, we don't. It's like Canada; they don't need a queen no more either. You know.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't even need our prime minister here, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think you need somebody to blame in case stuff hits the fan. I don't know who's making that racket, but I can't believe that anybody would let somebody go that far. Is what would irritate me. You know, I mean, why would you want somebody to go that far? I don't know what's making that noise. Anybody else hear it?
Mason's.
Well, let me mute you here. No, it's not you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm muting Mason for a minute there, Kim. There you go.
Is it me?
Mason.
No, it was Mason. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Mason? Sounds like you got them all full of marbles and you're knocking them against your teeth.
Well, it sounded like he was cooking popcorn.
Yeah, something. Wow.
Yeah, something.
They were like,
This is what I'm doing.
These are undercover Democrats. It's like, okay, to believe that all those people. So there were undercover Democrats that bought Trump memorabilia. They planted it, and you know, and that was the and they brought a gallows to hang Mike Pence. They said it repeatedly, and then so those were just undercover Democrats.
Yep.
I mean,
well,
that's really hard to
hurt. What hurt my feelings a lot, they wouldn't prosecute, or set up a council to get to the bottom of storming the Capitol. I mean, that should have been priority. Shouldn't even had to worry about voting for it or anything else. It should have been boom, automatic. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you march on your federal Capitol building against your covenant, that's treason in my point. Then something should have been. It shouldn't even had to worry about voting for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
and don't tell me something. When you see a barrier and it says "Do not enter" or whatever, it's got yellow ribbon across it and whatever, and you go beyond that point, don't you think you're going to get prosecuted? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to be a complete moron.
That the January 6th. I mean, it was, like they were just certifying the votes, and it wasn't like it was okay. This is your last chance to keep Trump in office, and so then they did what they did, and it's. I mean,
even if they didn't, that was just more or less a show of a solidarity that who would be the. We already knew who was the next president. It was just like, you do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. It was just a show of solidarity, basically. That that's all it was, because it already counted it. We already knew who was going to win and everything else. But it wouldn't have changed if they never did certify the vote. It was already over with. And then I heard again that they're going to count them in Arkansas and Pennsylvania, and then Trump will be in there by August 1st. Because they're going to redo it.
that's
Yeah,
straight
they're
out.
still trying.
That's like QAnon playbook there.
I just started laughing like it's over with, dude. You're gonna have to wait 2 years, and I don't know why the Republicans are so afraid of it.
I mean, they're pussy. I mean, they are their own political position, so they just bow to him. And,
That's right.
And it's selfish on their part. I mean, you got Mike Pence that he told his supporters, hey, he's going to do his constitutional duty and certify these votes. So therefore, not wink wink, not nod, he's an enemy. And then they were like, okay, well, let's get rid of him. And I mean, if I were Mike Pence, I'd have been like, hey, look,
time to be a Democrat.
I would never. Somebody should. If one of them would just call him out on his BS and just go about it that way instead of just bowing to him. I mean, they would have.
Well, if he's convicted of a felony, which is what he did, basically money laundering is what he's been up to, and doing fraud. Saying it's worth this and it ain't worth that and all this other stuff, that's a felony. He'll never be able to run for political office again. And that don't matter. That is, if it's proved in New York or wherever he's did the crime, it doesn't matter because that'd be all 51 states or 50 states, not counting the territories. If you commit a felony, you're a felon, That's all there is to it. He won't be able to run again. But I look for him to, want to get in there again. And I don't think there's more Democrats than there are Republicans. So everybody's just got to show up again and vote,
Well, they're trying to fix it where a lot of the Democrats can't vote.
I've seen all that crap. Like they did the black people count the damn jelly beans in a jar. Well, hell, nobody know exactly how many damn jelly beans was in the damn jar. But I think that's unconstitutional too. Our state's making us get a certified driving license. You know what I'm telling? Oklahoma. We have to take our birth certificate down there, our social security card, show proof of residence, which, that'd be a bill or whatever, mailing address, basically. You got to jump through all these hoops so you can get a driving license.
Yep. What the state of Alabama did, I think, 6-7 years ago, was down in the Black Belt, which is, there's majority black folks live there, but it runs through southern Georgia and Alabama. It's the soil. It gets the name from the soil, but there's majority
black clay.
And so, but what the state of Alabama did was to put another, just to add an extra barrier for people getting a driver's license. They intentionally took, they made it to where there would be maybe one, driver license office, per county. And some counties don't even have one. And there were some folks that would have to drive up to 50 miles to get a driver's license.
Wow.
And so, and then the Secretary of State had issued
well, you got to have this special driving license to go vote.
But you got to have a driver's license to vote, so be sure to have your driver's license. And it was okay,
that's a problem for me. I don't have a driver's license.
Well, we have to show our voters restoration and a certified, like a driving license that's certified, not just the other one. It has to be so you can go on to federal buildings and so on and vote. And on top of all that, either that or you have to have, let's say, what they call a resident ID. It would be the same federal ID as you would have with a federal driving license, basically, to vote. And that's going to hurt a lot of people because first you got to have a birth certificate, you got to have proof of residence, your social security card, and a restoration card that you're independent like I am, or Democrat or Republican. So, and it's got to be up to date. So in other words, you got to have like 5 things that you accomplished so you can go vote.
Here, do you want a coffee?
Oh,
Good try, honey.
I'll see you guys later. I gotta get to sleep.
All right, man. You have a good night, Chairman.
nice.
All right. Who said that?
Stay
Chairman?
safe out there, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Take care,
Have a
Chairman.
good night.
All right, good night.
Well, I think that's a lot of proving who you are just so you can go down and vote. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Down at the bottom, Chairman. There he goes. Okay. I was just going to tell him at the bottom it says leave studio. He was just turning his cam off.
Well,
So, anyway, I have a
it's gonna make it
question.
hard.
What's that, Lucky?
Go ahead. I mean, it's going to make it hard for a lot of people to vote.
Oh, it is. It is, yep.
That's what they're
We
trying to
can't-
do.
Well, you
Did
can't
you-
even go into a post office and get your mail unless you have up-to-date state ID.
Wanda, how are you tonight? Good to see you.
Hello, Wanda.
With shoot.
Well, the
And
thing of it is, I'm in a small town. I walk across the street to go vote at the church. And by the time I get there, they say, here, sign this paper. They know who I am.
Mhm.
You know, no question.
Hey, Kim.
well, you probably live in a blue state instead of a red state. I live in a red state. They're all
Well,
crazy here.
It is a blue state, but in
My
our
state's black and
county,
blue.
in our county, it's all Republicans.
So
Well,
Except
Go
me, I guess.
You know, Kim, me and Jen watched a very shocking movie the other night, eh? And it's an actual true documentary. It's still going on today. But they were talking about it, hon, and explaining it. It was a documentary.
well, they
But
got
anyway,
you
watch
now.
this movie, Kim, and it was back probably. How long ago would you say it went back, hon? I'd say at least 10 to 15 years back, eh? This movie did. And you'll never guess what president was standing in there while they were doing all this testing and stuff on all these people.
Harry S. Truman.
Nope, it was the black president that you guys hired.
Oh,
Obama.
really?
Obama, yep.
Obama.
He was in
Oh.
there. And what's happening in this movie, Kim, is people are dying and their brains aren't dying with them. And these people are waking up and living like zombies. And they're saying it in this movie documentary thing that it's still going on today. They don't know what's causing it. But
Well,
people
I'm
are
gonna
actually
take-
dying and their brains are waking up. They're actually attacking people.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. And being a microbiologist, your brain, when you quit breathing, your brain don't shut down to 8 to 10 minutes after you stop breathing.
But see, this in the movie, that's happening 2-3 hours after they're already gone. They're waking up.
I don't want. I hope the hell I'm asleep and don't get a chance to wake up because I don't.
Well, what
Damn,
the
I've
thing
quit
is-
breathing. I've quit
the
breathing.
thing
And I
is,
want to die.
The thing is, our Lucky, it was 15, 20 years ago this movie was made, right?
Yeah.
And in the movie, it shows a sign stating everything that they were testing for. And guess what's in that sign 15 years ago?
COVID.
The word COVID-19.
Well,
I'll be darned.
with
Yeah.
with
I'm
COVID,
going to find the link to that movie, Kim, and I'll send it to you. You and Pam watch it because it's really interesting, man. A lot of things in that movie are going on right now.
COVID is just an abbreviation for coronavirus, and coronavirus.
Yeah, any pneumonia, the flu, a common cold. It's all under the COVID realm, or whatever you want to call it.
My opinion about this whole COVID thing, guys, to make it straight on my mind, right? My opinion on this whole COVID, it's not the COVID-19 that's killing people. It's the vaccine they were giving them.
I don't know. I've had the Moderna, and I'm going to get my other one the 19th. The first one didn't bother me at all. I didn't, my arm wasn't even sore or anything.
There's a doctor, a specialist that was looking into the COVID when it was announced that it was happening. So he started studying it, and he can't figure out how it was made or how they can fight it, But he said, I did figure one thing out. We don't know how long that the protection lasts, but we do know that it does shorten lives.
Well, I'm going to tell you, without the updated driving license and without proof of the COVID vaccine, I can't fly from Guthrie to Oklahoma City, which is about 45 miles, on a plane. I can't get on a train. I can't even get on a damn Greyhound bus. So what are you going to do? Oh, no, it states that you cannot get on it unless you had the vaccine.
Well,
so therefore, you can't. What?
I'll go along with that. You need it.
Well, it don't bother me. I'm taking the vaccine because I like to travel. Now, going abroad, I have to have the vaccine up to date. I have to have updated driving license, and a passport. I have to have updated state ID, with federal ID that from that state you're living in to get on a plane. So I can't go to Greece. I can't go to Ireland. I can't go to Costa Rica. I can't even go on a cruise. So therefore, if you don't follow the rules of the governments, and a lot of these governments are in behind this together because they want to keep a record of who you are. So if you don't want to follow the rules, then you need to live in a bunker somewhere in Wyoming or some damn place. You know what I'm saying? And grow your own vegetables. Well, I ain't that damn good of a farmer anymore.
Well,
I like to walk.
Now, I understand that Brad does not want to get the vaccine because of his heart problems and what have you. And I don't blame you, Brad.
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, it's everybody's individual choice is what I want to say. But I decided instead of going through the hassle, because I like to fly and I like to travel and I like to, do certain things, I'll just follow it. In my age, I'm so damn old. What is it? If it shortens it 5 years, who gives a shit? The point about it is, I want to be able to have freedom, and apparently you're going to have to follow all the rules to have that freedom. So,
Hey, Kim, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, Ben.
Hey, Kim, are you on Facebook?
No, just YouTube. My wife is.
I was going to ask you if you got random. Well, I mean, are either one of y'all on Facebook?
Oh, I'm on. I got two.
I had a Facebook years ago, but I don't use it. So.
Well, I got more Facebook and Twitter, but like I've noticed with Facebook, they just like spam. And I mean, this is kind of random, but I just got one of the. I had a friend request from an account that, I mean, it's obviously not the person sending it is not the actual person that's
right. Fraud.
Yeah, and I got to look and it says like Lagos, Nigeria, which so I don't know any I don't know anyone any royalty there, so. I don't know why a Nigerian prince would be reaching out to me, but
he wants to get you into your wallet.
Oh yeah.
They need help to pay for what they're doing.
Yeah, and he ain't no prince anyway. He just wants you to say, "I got all this money, but if I'll let you have it if you send me $5,000 because I need that." to figure out all the lawyer fees and stuff.
You're so right.
Well, I would like.
Unless I call a business and order something, I don't like any business calling me because they selling me crap.
That's right.
I've been having telemarketers call me because I'm 64 and less than 6 months I'm going to turn 65. And this hacker, they act like they're Medicare and they're wanting to sell me a supplement. And I tell them, you are a scam because Medicare will not call you. I've already checked into this.
Medicare don't call nobody.
Nope.
Yeah, I've already called and asked them, and told them.
And neither will the IRS.
That's right. You're lucky to get a letter from them, let alone anything else.
Well, no, if you're really that big of a criminal, they knock on the door and they knock on your ass off.
Well, yeah, but
and haul your ass away.
Right.
Yeah, they knock on your door and say, Mr. Fife, can you bend over?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kiss your ass goodbye because you're going to town.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll knock on your door and says, follow us, please.
We're going to give you a nice little 8x8 cell that you can live in for the next 10 years.
That's what's going to happen to Trump. They'll have to put him in a little cell.
Oh, yeah. That's what needs to happen to that boy.
Well, with the like telemarketers, I mean, it's just depending on what the scam is, because they diversified their scammer portfolio with I guess y'all got the one where they try to get they said you've won a certain amount of money for good works in your community. Have y'all got that one?
I never had that one yet.
And what they want to do is they want you. They tell you, well, because I mean I thought, well, I'm just going to waste this time because I want to see what the where the rubber.
Hi, Rosanna.
And so he said you have won $9,000 for being a good member in your community. Yada yada yada. And you can only use this money for good things, not bad things, or you're disqualified. Well, I said, okay. I said, I don't know. I said, I never win anything. And so I appreciate this. How do I collect my money? And he said, well, I'm going to have to transfer you to my supervisor. Hang up and call this number, which I thought, well, dude, you know what? You could turn around and just hand the phone to your supervisor.
Exactly.
So I said, all right. I called that his supervisor, and I said, yeah. So, and before I called his supervisor, he gave me a money routing code and told me not to share it with anyone because it was very sensitive, and that thing was like 5 1s and a 2, and so I talked to his supervisor, and he said, okay, well, do you have so to collect your money, remember you could not do any bad things or you are disqualified. I don't know how he was going to know that after I got the money, but
exactly.
He said, is there a CVS, Walgreens, a Dollar General nearby? Because what you'll need to do is buy an eBay gift card, a $50 eBay gift card. Send me the code. When he said when I can confirm that it is legit, then I will load the $9,000 onto your card. And I thought, okay, this dude just wants. So I said, and now granted, he told me he was from the IRS. No, in the back, he said he was from. Oh, yeah. He did say he was from the IRS. Sorry, and he was from the IRS and the Social Security Administration, which is funny because the law firm that I work at is we at least half, if not more, of what we do is Social Security disability for people, and so I'm thinking, yeah, in no time ever has someone that works with the Social Security Administration ever called about a gift card. But so I told him, I said, so you work for the federal government? He said, yes. I said, and when did the federal government start using CVS and Walgreens and Dollar General as a way to send money to people? I said, I mean, don't you think you could come up with something better than that? And he, of course, he cussed me and hung up the phone. But I felt like, dang, you don't have to get mad, man. I mean, just think about it. You're from the federal government, but you need me to buy an eBay gift card?
Yeah.
Well, I always tell them, you remember this story? You don't get nothing for nothing. Santa Claus is dead.
That's right.
Here's the one that I wish I had recorded, because the guy was trying to sell me pharmaceuticals. He called and he said, any pharmaceuticals that you need, any medicines, we have those for sale. We have everything. And so we'd like to place an order. And of course, immediately I knew that it was a scam. But I asked him, I said, so y'all have any type of medication that out there, just anything? He said, yes. I said, like what? And he said, well, and then he starts going through, but he was sure to highlight a few like painkillers, like uppers, downers, but he said, I said, you have Viagra? No. Before I asked him that, I said, and where did you get all this? He said, well, we found it in the United States. I thought, so you went on a scavenger hunt and just found all of these and then went back to, wherever. But now, granted, he said he was in the United States, which his accent said no. But he said that they found it and now they were running a business. So now he's legit.
That's unreal.
What a nice guy.
So
isn't he?
I said, well, do you have Viagra? And he said, oh, yes, sir. I said, that's good, man, because I tell you, I really need that. What's the strongest one you got? And I said, I mean, you're going to do me a big favor here. I really appreciate you calling. And he said, 100 milligram. I said, okay. Well, my old lady's, she's been complaining about my performance, and I'm a little self-conscious about it at this point. So I realized I need to do something, and I'm kind of, got a little hitch in my back. Do you have any oxycodone? And he said, yes. I said, well, I'm gonna need the strongest one you got there too. And he said, oh, he said, that is no problem, sir. If you buy 100 of each, we will give you a discount. And I thought, dang, this is so cool. But so he said, so you want Viagra and oxycodone? I said, yes, sir. Because I said, I'm gonna give it to I said, I might be numb and stiff, but I'm gonna give it to my old lady. I said, not gonna be complaining, or hopefully won't be. After this, and I said, well, I'd say you got free samples. And he said that they can't send free samples, and I said, well, the other guy that called from another reputable business similar to yours offered me free samples, so I guess that's where I need to take my business. So long story short, he wouldn't send any samples, but he wanted me to, of course, send money, and it wasn't. I told him I couldn't afford that. I'd have to do business with the other company, and so. But yeah, I just make it real awkward for the scammers.
Yeah,
Best
just
thing
keep
to
them,
do.
just
I mean,
keep them on there as long as you can.
Yep.
Waste their time.
Yep.
I told one of them. They said, "Where do you what is your address?" I said, "Sir, I don't know. I can't read." And they said, "What do you mean? I mean, you can't read?" I said, "No, sir. I mean, I can hear good though." And I said, "My old lady can read, but I don't like her doing that around me. She kind of rubs at my face, and it kind of gets irritating after a while. When I see her with a book, I get mad. And well, can you put her on the phone? Because in order to complete this security system that we're going to sell you, we need to know where to send it." And I said, "Well, the thing is, right now, my old lady, she's real big and she's real tough. She just guards the door and nothing gets by her. So don't you think that's a pretty good security system?" I've, I've had a pack of wolves that I've trained from birth that, they patrol the perimeter and, but that's like 90% effective because they'll take a smoke break and, they can't get everything. So what I need is your product, but I don't know the address here. And so he's like, "Sir, will you please put her on the phone?" So I said, "Yeah, hold on a second." I said, "Baby, get your ass in here." And just kind of went with that for a while. And I said, she's shy. Plus, she's being inappropriate right now. She's trying to sex me up while I'm on the phone trying to do business. I said, "I don't think this is going to work out." And so I ended up giving him the address to the local city hall, and so I think, that's the phone number I gave him too. So they probably got a very awkward call about a
You should have
security.
said 900 Pennsylvania.
Yeah. No doubt, RV.
But yeah, there's but with my point with all that is with these scammers, they target certain zip codes and older folks especially. They'll target like with they'll try to get into their bank account, their credit card, just one way or another.
Your Social Security card, your Medicare card.
Anything you can get in at you with, they'll try and get it.
Well, your best bet is talk a foreign language like Parlez-vous français. Start talking French or German and I'll tell you, I talked to one in French for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, and he even tried to find somebody, get a translator and everything else. He's working his damn butt off. And then I said, no, parlez-vous français. Well, do you speak in Deutsch? And I switch him up, And I like to drive him crazy, like hell.
Oh yeah.
And I don't answer my house phone at all. That damn thing can ring off the damn wall. I ain't never going to answer it because all my family knows is to call my cell phone. And if I don't recognize your number, I don't answer it.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
When they call, when I'm at my grandmother's house and they call, and I'll answer, it's been real, just as deep voice as I can, just hello. This is this is her residence. Can we speak to her? This is her. I'm and so I'll go about it like that, and you'd be surprised for these folks that are supposedly calling representing these government agencies. How
Yeah.
they'll just accept that and keep on
Oh yeah.
trying with the scam and
Yep.
but actually
Well, a lot of
got
them are from foreign countries.
well, it's true. I kind of got in trouble with my grandmother one evening because the person that called was was in the choir. Like they went to church. They go to church together. They'd known each other for a while, and she called, and I gave her the scammer treatment for a second. And but my grandmother said, "Hey, that's I actually know her. Don't do that to her."
Whoops. Whoops.
Yep.
Now that folks have been getting vaccinated and just the COVID has taken a nosedive and so on and so forth. My grandmother finally went back to church and she's like, Ben, every time I see her, she asks about you. If you still if you still do that, if I still mess with the telemarketers at her house, and she's like, oh yeah, but yeah, he knows your number now, so sorry about that. But it's just so like that's the choir director.
Well, I wonder if they're going to come out with updated vaccines, like we have to take a flu shot every year, or probably have to take a corona shot every year.
That's from what I understand, they're going to the COVID booster shot is essentially going to replace the flu shot, where it would need to be updated because the strains they mutate and it's always trying to beat whatever antibodies are out there, and so
you'd be surprised how much power that the Board of Health, the Health Department, Board of Health, whatever, how much power they got. They got more power than the FBI does.
Mm-hmm.
And they can quarantine you. They can threaten if you can pass quarantine line, they got the right to shoot you dead. They don't have to put you on trial or anything. They just shoot you dead.
No, they don't.
And the point about it is, they're going to get it where if you don't take any kind of vaccine, this, that, and the other, they're going to limit your travels, probably your work, your employment. Because it's they'll cancel your health insurance because you're putting you and other people at risk. I mean, they got a lot of power. I'd hate to be in the workforce again, where I'd have to get out, in the public, because they can. It's just like anything else. They can drug test you and whatever. And if you fail a drug test, it's the same thing about a COVID test, because it falls under like if you got, let's say you had TB or you got some kind of transmitted disease. They can keep you from working in the food industry or any other place. You know what I'm saying? And I think
I don't travel.
Government.
I don't travel and I can't work anymore, so it don't bother me.
Well, I mean, I like to travel. That's the only reason I took the vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said, some places are already like the food industry, the travel industry. A bunch of them are demanding you take the vaccine. And there's one of them, I ain't taking that Johnson & Johnson's. And when they had that out, I said, no, I'll wait till my doctor gets the
and
Moderna.
then that other one that's up in Canada, I don't want that one either.
Yeah.
Nope.
Our stupid ass prime minister frickin' orders it all this way.
Yeah. Well, they got you coming and going. I mean, they can shut you down, especially if you're at a working age.
I hope they come here and try, because I'll tell you, I'm going to be fighting for my freaking rights to live in this country. I was born here, and I'm going to fight to live here. I'll tell you.
Well, yeah, but you guys have got free medical mainly. I mean, you got socialized medicine. We don't have it.
Yeah, for now, unless this diaper wearing pansy takes that away from us too.
Oh, I will listen to him. He scares the hell out of me about like a Trump. You know, I know a bunch of French Canadians and they ain't too proud of him either.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just thought, well, hell, as old as I am, I don't want to catch the disease anyway, and I don't think it's going to do that much of a harm to take it, because I believe the virus is out there. Because if I didn't believe it was a true virus, I wouldn't have took it. But
let me ask you something, RV. Me and John watched a video of a girl that went and got the vaccine. Okay.
Right.
She was, if I'm not mistaken, 22 or 23, healthy as a horse, nothing at all wrong with her. She went and got the vaccine. 2 days later, she woke up and her left side of her face was dropped. And it's still like that today. They can't fix it from the vaccine.
Well, it probably gave her a light stroke. But any vaccine, if you read the paper they give you when they give you a vaccine of any kind, I don't give a damn if it's a flu shot or the pneumonia shot. There is a percentage of every person on earth that actually is allergic to the vaccine.
Yeah.
They can't make it effective for everybody. Now, some people, it like when they used to start out with polio, it used to give a certain percentage of people polio, but
That's
the
why-
majority.
That's why they watch you for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, they kept me in there for an hour. I stayed in the damn waiting room for a damn hour after I took mine because I have heart trouble and my age. And
Okay, well,
all that
sure.
good shit. You know, like I said, they wanted to make. I said, hell, this image ain't bothered me a bit. And I had a little bit of dry mouth, but I could have said that was caused from having throat cancer. But it was a little bit more than usual other than that. But other than that, I didn't really notice it at all. But a lot of
I'm
people
glad you
has a
didn't.
bunch of allergies and stuff. There is a percentage. Any vaccine you take, you could die from it. Yeah,
When I
anything.
walked in to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, they said, okay, if you'll step over here, son, and just bend over and touch your toes, and we'll get you situated. I said, well, this is they did it was inside a pharmacy it was inside a food market. So
Right.
I was like, yeah, hey, look, man, this isn't my first time.
I guess not, eh?
Well, I waited till my doctor got the vaccine.
Are
and
you
that way
serious, Ben, or are you just putting on?
he's putting us on.
He didn't say bend over and touch your toes, but he said well, if you'll come over here and sit down, it'll be we'll give you he said, I'm gonna give you a prick and you won't feel it. He said, not at all. And I said, well, it's a little prick then. And he laughed and he said, yes, I'm gonna give you a little prick and you won't feel it at all. I said, okay. And he was right.
I would have said, is that what you tell your wife?
Yeah, like the way he said it was I couldn't resist, but he said, if you'll come over here and sit down, I will give you a prick. You won't feel it at all. And I thought, all right. It's like, what are you going to say? But I didn't have any complications from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. But there's yeah, I mean, you're right.
Well, the only reason I didn't take the Johnson & Johnson is I've already got blood clots in my legs, and that they claimed that had a reaction could give you blood clots, and I said, hell, I already got enough of them. I don't want to need no more in my legs.
Well, see, I got it before they put they paused
the
it.
warning out.
Too. And
yeah.
From what I read, that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine can the way it interacts with a birth control medication, but is what did it. I think with the young lady that had that you were talking about with that had her side of her face and whatnot. It may have been a situation where it had reacted with roll and.
I just think it's safer to take the vaccine than it is not to take the vaccine. I mean,
well, yeah,
you know,
likely to get struck by lightning than you are to have complications from COVID vaccine.
well, now I can tell you about if you caught COVID, you're already damaging your body, and what damage you did to the body will last you probably the rest of your life. So I don't need anything on top of what I've already got, you know.
Right.
And I don't need something lingering on for 2 or 3 years. Hell, I want to get out and stay busy for 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's whatever it's at. And if, I mean, what they should have done, they can't make anything mandatory right across the board. But the way they're doing it, you can't do this, you can't go there, and this, that, and the other. Well, it's just like anything else. If you don't want to follow the rules, then you don't have, you won't be able to go, you know.
Right.
And it might get bad enough they could check you from state to state. It don't take nothing to throw up a barrier from traveling, especially if you go down the interstate. Like you going into California, you got to go through a check station, you know.
Right. Yep.
And they could do that in every damn state. And so, well, if you don't want to show your vaccine card, you can't come in this state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look for something like that to California.
Well, most
personally, my own opinion, I just don't trust the government or the freaking people that are developing this vaccine. Eh? So, you know.
Well, I mean,
I've been natural. I've been healing myself with natural cures that God put on earth rather than what people are making in a factory, right?
Well, that's good too. But what I'm trying to say, look how many people that's actually died from something. They're dying from something, you know.
Oh yeah, we all die from something. Like my family, my whole family, we're a big cancer family. We've all died of cancer. That's probably what I'll die of. But I'm doing everything I can to prevent that, right? But I'm doing it naturally, not with these chemical drugs they're making.
Are you still smoke? Do you smoke or dip or anything?
Oh yeah, I smoke, and I do weed.
Well, I ain't gonna count weed. I ain't gonna get into that for politics, but I'm telling you, you'll die from smoking 9 times out of 10. You know, lung cancer.
Actually, they don't have any proof saying that smoking actually causes cancer. They don't actually know what actually causes it yet.
Well, any carcinogenic.
That's why they say they don't have a cure for it yet.
Well, it's basically it makes too much of the cancer cells. It's just they don't know when to stop. It just keeps making them and making them and making them and making them, and they run wild.
Right.
And then pretty soon it eats up your body. I've had cancer. I know that much. I had the stage 4 throat cancer. But like I said, it's to me, I thought, well, that's a vaccine. I took vaccines all my life, especially you go in the military. They don't ask you, would you take this shot or not? They load your ass up and you take the shots and go. You go to the South Pole, you got to take the damn shots.
Right. Read what my fiance just put in the chat there.
Yeah, honey and garlic and pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice, Lucky? Hey, pomegranate juice. If you weren't on blood thinners, Lucky, pomegranate juice would do exactly what they're doing, but it would do it naturally and safer.
Well, I'm on blood thinners. That's for damn sure.
My uncle,
is good.
My aunt's husband, he was diagnosed 95% closed up in his veins. Okay, they were just about closed. He had 5% to go. So they sent him home and told him, well, you got maybe 3 weeks to live, eh? He said, the hell with that. And he started doing some research on it and found pomegranate juice cleans out your veins. He went back to the doctor 2 weeks later and he was 95% open. When he was just pronounced maybe 3 weeks to live.
That's good to know.
Oh, yeah. And the honey and garlic.
But you know,
Works great too.
this virus. Now this is my opinion.
Yep.
When they knew about it, which they knew about it 6 months before.
They knew about it long before that, Kim.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I'm just guessing.
Right.
But Trump should have said, "Hey, everybody needs to wear a mask. This is serious."
Every president around the
what
world
did he
should have done
say? He said, "There's nothing to worry about. You don't have to wear a mask."
Exactly.
Well, it's like throwing gas on a fire. You know?
Yeah, if he would have done the bare minimum with, just asking for people to wear a mask and not downplaying it, because he knew back in toward the end of 2019, and he knew how serious it was. He had been briefed on it. He was fully aware of it, but for his own gain, he was downplaying it and saying it makes you look weak to wear one and whatnot. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? All you've got to do is just say, hey, this is serious. Here's what I'm not a medical expert, so here's what the medical experts are saying. Like, the end. Instead of being like, well, there's nothing to worry about. And when he got it, he had to get emergency treatment and whatnot, because it was. I mean, then it was like, I'm going to tell everybody it's not an issue. So when I get the virus that's supposedly a hoax, I'm going to look kind of dumb. So I can't go back on that now.
Right.
When he got back to the White House and he walked out there in that center, I thought for sure he was going to pull his shirt apart and it say Superman.
Yep. No doubt, eh?
Oh,
my idea on the government and this and why they didn't tell anybody about this disease going around, guys, is because they're purging the earth. The government figures there's too many people on the earth. They're paying too much money out to keep us all going. You know what I mean? So they're purging the earth. So you tell me something, guys. Knowing that virus is out there that long, how is there no law out there that says we can't sue the government for premeditated murder?
Well,
you know what I mean?
It'd be worth a try, but it won't stick.
Well, that's just it. But they should be able to stick. You know what I mean?
They
knew about this. That's just like me, you, or Ben saying, "Hey,
the way I look at it, Trump caused 500 and some 600,000 deaths.
Oh, yes, he did.
He should have been charged.
And so did our prime minister. Caused even more than that, I'll bet. But they don't seem to care.
I don't know how they handle it in other countries, but Trump didn't handle it very well.
No, neither did ours.
And then once Biden got in there, what happened? Everything started smoothing out. So,
well, yeah, and the thing, the area that I live in, I try to go to the gym, 4 or 5 days a week. Sometimes I'll go Monday through Saturday. I try to go each morning, but I'm averaging about four mornings a week, and then then I might go again in the evening or
right.
But my point is with the morning crowd, the age group is older, so I'll run into people that are they'll be over the age of 50, 55, 60, but there's a good bit, I'd say, between like 60 and 85 years old. That's, because I swim. I haven't always swam. I mean, I've been able to swim. I just, as far as exercise, I didn't start exclusively swimming until after I hurt my back a couple of years ago.
Right.
But so they have water aerobics for folks, and so I thought, so just naturally I would run into them. Well, anyway, though they were telling me that because over time they went from skeptical to skeptical about it being a problem as far as COVID. Now this is a conservative area. Skeptical to being a problem to, I know people that have died from this, or I got it myself. I know it's serious. And they were getting, they were irritated with Trump for that. And because they're going, well, hey, because some of them even travel from like assisted living places.
Welcome back, Philip.
So
You too, Kim.
Welcome back, Phil.
Hey, Brad.
It was just over a course of a few months. It was, just watching people just kind of go, come on, dude, just like, say that it's serious and then shut up about it.
Right.
And they're conservative folks. They're not. So it's just like, it's one thing if it hasn't affected you, but it's another if it has. And
yeah, for sure.
Which, I mean, I think he would have won the election if he had just if he had just done that, really.
Right.
And
Yeah, he shot himself in the foot. He sure did.
Did so.
But
did you ever see that video I sent you, Kim, about that great big wolf?
Yeah.
That thing's huge, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. When I seen that, I thought, no way.
Oh, hey, guys, I gotta thank you for letting me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, hey, it was nice meeting you, Ben.
Then you come back.
Yeah, I hope to see you again.
Hey, it sounds good. Sounds good. I'll play
All right,
on.
man.
Y'all take care.
You too. Stay
I'm
safe.
gonna
out
try
there, man.
to make more live streams here in the near future because I'm getting low on hours.
Yeah, I am too. I'm going to be losing my channel soon if I don't get working on it.
All right. Well, hey, y'all. Good luck. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, man. Have a good one.
I've dropped down to 3.8 hours in the last year.
Right.
And I didn't get any money this month at all.
Mm-hmm.
When I do my videos, it says, you get 4 cents or whatever.
Right.
But I'm getting paid, but it's not going in my piggy bank.
Ah. So
course,
you
got to get to $100 before you get paid.
Right.
Now, say what you want to say.
Oh, no, I was just going to say maybe YouTube's holding it back until you start doing more videos. Is that what they do?
Well, I got to get more hours.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you got to have 4,000 hours.
Yeah, that's what I need.
And I'm
nowhere near it. I don't really care right now either. So.
Well, I'm within a rock throw if I get busy.
Yeah, I'm within maybe 1,000 rock throws. I'll get back up there though. Been trying to get the backyard all cleaned up and looking good this year, but every time I get a big mess cleaned up, there's another big mess I got to do afterwards. So it's taking more time. Hey?
at your house?
Yeah. Yeah, I started a compost pile back there, but I haven't got the spot cleared out to put it yet, and it's sitting in the middle of my lawn right now, and it's starting to compost already, so I don't know what to do with it. So hopefully tomorrow it's not so hot I can't get out there and do the work I need to do. But yeah, I'm just going to use leaves and grass clippings for my compost, eh?
That work.
Yep. Oh, it's already starting to compost. It's been about 2 weeks and I've already got black compost starting at the bottom of the pile.
Cool.
I had to go out and turn it and flip it today, eh?
Do you have a pitchfork?
Yep. Yep. That does a perfect job on it.
I don't have one.
No?
I don't need one.
Those garden claw things with the 3 claws that come down, they work really good for flipping it too, Kim.
Yeah, but
Just
I
for
don't
screwing
have
it
no
up, you
place.
know?
I don't have no place to have a compost.
You haven't got a corner in your yard you can throw some on the ground?
I got something in every corner, if it's close to the building or the house, I've got something there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it around not quite at the end of the backyard, but around the middle area.
That'd work.
Where that wood pile is in my backyard, if you ever seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's about, maybe 2.5 feet back from that.
Well, my backyard, we put a, 24 by 36 garage back there. So that took up a lot of the yard.
Right.
And then I've got a tree back there. So that cuts down on the shade or sun.
Right.
Now the shade wouldn't hurt the compost, but
No.
I bought me some clematis.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're like a flower, right?
Yeah, they're a vine. But she wanted the white one, and I got me a purple one. So I bought 2. And it's like a oil well derrick, but real small.
Okay. Right.
So I haven't had it planted out there, but about a week. It'll have to establish the roots before it'll start working on the top.
Right. Why is that echoing? I'm muted on YouTube.
Is it an echo now?
Is it echoing? No. Jen just muted her. She's in the living room with her laptop, so that's probably where the echo is coming from.
Well, I don't hear an echo.
I was. It's bad.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close together.
Yeah, she's just on the other side of the door, so. Yeah.
She probably needs to wear a headset.
Yes.
Short.
Yes. She has one, but she never wears it. Of course, she's usually not on like live streams and stuff, so usually when she's on her computer, she's doing her book work or looking up stuff for her book work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The odd time she'll get on Facebook and play her games on there, but other than that, she's on there doing her book work or looking things up for it or doing some, like I said, games or something like that. The games, I don't know. I can't get into the games myself.
I used to play America's Army,
Right.
and now you can't do it because they're called a clan and they own the server. So if you go on their server, they see that you don't belong, they just kick you out.
Huh.
So I don't try it anymore.
Welcome back, Mason.
Mason.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. They do that. You think they'd want more people to join their?
Well,
their
they've got their
platform.
own. They've got their own people,
Yeah. Huh.
and
That's crazy, eh?
they can only have so many people working, or playing. You know.
Yeah. Not too much, Mason. Just chatting. Where'd you get to?
I really like talking to Ben.
Yeah, he's a pretty neat guy to talk to.
When he first came on, I didn't know if he was on the left or the right
Right.
at first. I know who you're talking about, Mason, Angry Grandpa.
Yeah, me too. Ah, your record of Hank Williams. Good singer.
Yeah.
My ideal singer in country, though, the male part was Kenny Rogers.
There's this girl, I went to school with her. She was in my class. Her son is Adam Warner.
Oh, really?
And he's got the #1 hit on his one song called 4 Square Miles.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's a good song.
Well,
wow, eh? That's cool.
I personally know his mother. So that's pretty. And her dad.
Mm-hmm.
His grandpa.
Wow.
He was a farmer.
That's kind of cool, eh?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, there's a tear in my beer. Yeah, Hank Williams. There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm lonesome for you, dear. Sing that louder, Jen. You got a hot rod Ford and $2 bills. That's a good one too, Mason.
You're going to drive me to drinking if you don't quit driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Yep. All them old good songs are gone, Kim.
I've been watching the Moonshiners.
Oh yeah.
And this one cop, he thought he had a hot lead, and he stopped this guy. And he told the guy, he said, "Put your camera down." And he told the guy, he said, "Step out of the vehicle, sir." And he wanted to look in the trunk. Well, he had already dropped his liquor that he got from the still, so he didn't get to bust him. Boy, and the whole time I thought, oh no, they're going to nail him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched a couple of shows. I should get back into it. It was a good show.
Pam bought that Discovery Plus.
Oh yeah.
And the Moonshiners is on there for free.
Yeah. Oh, really? Huh. Okay.
No commercials.
Discovery Plus. I'll have to look that up.
Now the $4.99 has commercials, but I think she bought it for $6.99 with no commercials.
Hey, I'd pay the extra for that too. I don't like commercials.
So I've got Netflix, and this
We do too, but Netflix, I don't know. We haven't had it that long, and every time I go on it, I've seen everything that's coming up. It's like, wow, what is, just drives me nuts. There's nothing new, you know what I mean?
See, that was the thing with HBO and Showtime and all that.
Yep.
When I first got it, thought, wow, this is great.
Oh yeah.
Every first of the month, they throw 2 or 3 new movies in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you could see the whole month.
Yep.
So I shut that off,
Yeah, we binge watch on Netflix.
But now I've got Netflix, but I can only watch it one at a time.
Right.
I can watch it here, I can watch it there. If I'm watching something on Netflix, she can't,
Right.
But this Discovery Plus, haven't run into that problem. She can watch it in there, and I can watch it in here.
Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. That sounds like a good one.
And that Paramount, that's another one of them. You're paying all this kind of money for cable, but then you got to pay so much a month extra
Right.
for the Discovery and Netflix and Hulu, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what all's on there. In the bedroom, we've got that Roku.
Right. We got that too.
Okay, now her remote, well, the batteries will last in it, but mine will run down like immediately, and I don't even use mine.
Right.
So I looked online, and they said you may have a bad remote. So I found one for like, I don't know, $6 or something like that. Maybe it was, I don't know. It wasn't too much. Maybe it's
Right.
15.
Right.
So I bought me a new one, and we'll see if it runs the batteries down.
Yeah. If it does, it's obviously something from the TV that's doing it, right?
Well, it claims that the remote is searching for the TV, and it's running it down.
Right.
Mason, I do have a smart TV in the living room, but not in the bedroom. That's why I bought the Roku.
Right. Yeah, ours is a smart TV too.
But I'll go to bed, and she'll have the TV on way past midnight, and I'll go try to turn the TV off, and I can't.
Yep.
But my batteries are dead,
Yeah. Yeah, Jen's pretty much the only night owl around here. Except for tonight. I'm kind of awake tonight, but I'll tell you, the last little while I couldn't stay awake past 9:30. Of course, I'm up early in the morning too, anywhere from 3:30 to 4 o'clock every morning. So
Well, I have to wear that mask because I
Right.
have sleep apnea.
right.
And They claim you got to wear it 4 hours a night, at least 4 hours a night, or they'll
Right.
start wanting to take it away from you because your insurance pays for it, and they want to make sure you're using it. You know.
Right. Right.
So I try to go to bed, and a lot of times I sleep anywhere from 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, that's usually about all I get to, 6 to 7, 6.5. Try and have a nap through the day, that's impossible anymore.
I take a nap a lot of times after lunch,
Right.
whether I want to or not. I'll go in
Yeah.
and sit down to watch my soap opera, and
Yep.
what
I
happened
know.
at the end of it, you know?
Yep. Jen says Kim watches soap operas.
I watched one. I've been watching it for years.
What one's that, Kim?
Young and Restless.
I was gonna say, yeah. That seems to be everybody's favorite. Between that and that other one, All My Children, yes.
Of course, Pam watches that one with me,
Right.
and she watches General Hospital, and there's a half-hour show in between. I forget what the name of it is.
Right.
Gunsmoke and John Wayne.
Yeah. Both good movies. Especially Gunsmoke. That was a good show when it was on TV.
Well, you can turn it on ISPN, and they play Gunsmoke every day.
Oh, yeah? I'll have to do that.
I like the old westerns.
Oh, I do too. John Wayne and all them. Oh, yeah.
I've
One
been
of my
watching.
favorite One of my favorite westerns was that one Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood.
I've heard of it, but I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
I don't know how he played the part, but they actually hung him from a tree, eh? And some guy shot him down in the movie, like shot through the rope, and he come down, and he had a big redneck mark around his neck where the rope grabbed him, eh? And then in the movie, he run across a guy on a train that was one of the guys that hung him, eh? And the guy noticed the mark around his neck, and he knew it was the guy they hung, and yeah, he wasn't long getting out of the way of him, I'll tell you that.
Clint Eastwood turned 91.
Did so.
I love that show, Gran Torino.
Oh, Grant, he was awesome in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He sure took that one boy under his wing good, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mason. All good ones.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but at the end, he kind of framed them people.
Yeah.
He acted like he was going to pull his gun out.
Yep, and they all shot him.
They shot him. Well, that got them for murder right there.
Did so. Yeah, that was a pretty sad part of that movie. It was good up to that point, you know. Get off my lawn, that's right. Yeah, he didn't like him too much when he first went out. Oh, RV, send me a link, please. But anyway, Kim, I think I'm going to hop down off here. Get ready to go night-night.
All righty.
Thanks for having me up. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
See everybody
Oh,
later in the chat.
Up, so that'll be great.
Yeah.
Come on up, RV.
See you later, RV. Have a good night, man. See you later, Mason. Everybody in chat, Roseanne, if you're still there. All have a great night. Stay safe, all.
Well, if you can still hear me, give Jen a hug and kiss for me.
Ah,
Hey, Lucky.
I said, I guess he run off before I got to say bye.
He could probably hear you.
Well, my son came and I wanted to talk to him for a minute.
I don't blame you.
He was telling me that they're having a carnival fair at the VFW or something like that tomorrow. Wouldn't know if I
Hello.
wanted to go, and I said no, I don't know if I want to go there or not. They're always having something down there, bean supper or some damn thing. Craft
Hey,
show
Kim.
is what they're having.
Are you there, Mason?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I can't see you.
Oh,
It's dark. Is the chat turned off? Are we online or what?
There he is.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. You ain't got no shirt on, I guess.
I gotta get one on.
I guess if you'll have all them women talking about you all over the place. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bag of skins, what I am. Poor old fat thing.
I'll find someone's boobies.
I was talking to a friend of mine. She's in Flagstaff, Arizona, up in the mountains. She's about 60 miles from Flagstaff up in the mountains.
Hey, Kim.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
should go to a strip club.
A what?
A strip club.
No, don't do that.
My
No,
grandpa
that ain't
wants
gonna
to
work.
take me there for my birthday.
How old are you?
20.
Well, you gotta be 21. Well, your birthday, you be 21, I guess. There you go.
They want to get me drunk and go to a strip club, and it's like, I don't want no part of a strip club. That's naughty stuff I don't want to see.
Well, you'll liable to catch something Lysol won't cure either.
Well, the thing of it is,
Okay.
once you seen one of them women naked, you want to see them all.
Yeah. Just remember this: God didn't make no ugly women. Yeah, I've never seen an ugly woman. Oh God.
And
I don't
they're
know why
pretty
people.
at closing time.
I don't know why people are so afraid of taking getting the shot, the vaccine. I don't know. I mean, there's.
I don't know. But
I mean,
it's your option.
Well, the reason I waited so long to take mine, I just wanted a better record than driving up in a damn car and say shoot my arm. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my doctor to do it. That way I can say, call my doctor. He's got all my medical records, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't want the Johnson & Johnson. I wanted the Moderna. And, and I got what I wanted. So how about that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got mine in the car, but they give me a paper just like what you've got.
Right, I got one.
And I can go on my on the hospital on my patient portal, and it has on the record.
Well, I just wanted my doctor to do it, and that way,
Well, yeah,
sure. Because like I said, I'm stage 4 cancer survivor. I've taken a lot of medication. I'm really old, and I might leave the damn card somewhere. What the hell do I know? You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to make sure that basically I had a damn good record of it. And I don't think they want you to laminate the card or anything like that. So
they don't want you to laminate it so they can add to it. Is what I understood.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Add a vaccine every year for it or something like that? Hell, I don't know.
I hear that we're probably going to have to get a booster.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I just rather have my doctor do it. Plain and simple. I just, I mean, and I still wear a mask, and I still use hand sanitizer and the whole damn 9 yards. And if I'm somewhere where I really don't trust them, I put on rubber gloves, a mask, and a shield, like I'm doing surgery.
Damn it.
It's on them people. I mean, hell, I don't. In fact, there's been less common colds and other diseases. They don't really. I mean, there's been a lot of benefits to wearing a mask and hand sanitizer, and I mean, the people needed to be trained that germs out there, and I slacked up over the years, but you can die from any damn kind of dysentery germ, Don't have to be COVID, it be any damn thing.
But now I've heard that there's less colds and
yeah. You can catch anything. You can catch distemper. You can catch every. I mean, there's a lot of damn things. I'm trying to forget that. But what is that? Lockjaw or whatever? Not lockjaw, but it's whatever the damn name of that. And cattle get it all the damn time. But anyway, I mean, it slams down on a lot of damn diseases just by taking a little precaution. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you get, I mean, I don't like stay in a place, and I won't go where there's a whole bunch of damn people, like 100 people or 25 people, over 25 people. Hell no. And I don't really go out to eat that much. I do the cook for home. Well, what you got over there? I see lights.
Oh, I got them alongside my bed and up top.
Oh, there you go.
Check this out.
Now they're going to they change colors. Blue, yellow, and they strobe.
Come on.
I hung Christmas lights in big RV one year. I had a whole bunch of rope lights. I put them all over the damn place. Now that would give me a headache and a heartbeat.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying, isn't it?
Well, the regular solid light's fine, but I'd rather have the dim lights, and I don't like when they flash. Red light looks better than any of it. Or basically the red looks better than any of it. But I just like I said, they're thinking that he's going to run again and all this stuff. I mean, if I was Republicans, I'd say I want somebody new, because he pretty well burnt. I ain't saying he ain't got to follow it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying he's lost more people over his actions than he had to begin with. And so
We're not here in this county. I'll tell you what, there's people here in this county don't think that Trump can do no wrong.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them, that probably wouldn't vote for him again, the responsible Republicans, because of what they're doing. But I mean, to me, I will not give my allegiance to no person, because they're only, unless they change the federal laws, which they might, he can only run 2 terms, and he's already ran 1. And he can run his second term, and that's it. I don't think he can run a 3rd term.
No.
So there you go.
Not unless they change the law.
Right, and they got enough crazy ass goddamn people that would change the law. Why would you want to change something that's worked for almost 300 years? Or has it been let's say 17, 18, 2000? Yeah, like almost 300 years. I mean, why would you want to change it? It must be pretty damn good. It's lasted this long.
Yeah. But Trump, he claimed before he lost the election anyhow, but he claimed he was going to win and he was going to have 3 terms. Well, that didn't work out so well for him, did it?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. There's more Democrats than there are Republicans. And there's more Democrats and the independents, if they pile up on him, like Bernie Sanders people, whatever, the socialists and everything else, that really hates Trump because he's a damn, all out for himself. I don't see how he could even, any Democrat could actually win in the House or in the Senate anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You mean
I
Republican?
vote, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Republican. To me, I vote Democrat straight across the board in a Republican state or independent. I'll depend. It's a toss up between a Democrat and an independent. Depends who's running or whatever. Before I would vote for any damn Republican. Yeah, because I mean, they ain't making no sense. They're actually hurting their party. They're supposed to be the conservative party. Well, they're not conservative. They're out for their damn self. They're the rich person, and that's it. And these poor people that works a 9 to 5 that votes on the Republican Party is an idiot. They're going to get a rich man to vote like that damn song. Yeah, if you're going to vote Republican, you're going to vote butter and milk off the damn table. It'll be so damn high you can't afford it. Yeah.
I don't know why the lumber prices is going so high. It's not because of Biden. He's getting the blame for it.
Well, what it is, a lot of it is that they basically economy started back up, and there's a demand for a lot of goods. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that part's at. I mean, we ain't got, and the workforce is not wanting to go back to work because hell, they're going to draw the rest. They've got spoiled to the unemployment.
There you go.
Hell, I haven't even spent none of my stimulus money. I didn't need to, so what the hell? I didn't spend it yet.
Well, I did the first go around. I paid off my credit card.
That was a good, smart move.
We did a travel, so I thought,
That's good.
I got that money. I'll pay that off. And this last one, I just put it in my savings account, and I've been adding to it every month.
Well, that's good. Well, I just, like I said, I didn't need to pay off a credit card. And I'm thinking, well, I might want to keep that for later on. It's already better to have a little bit of what they call go-to money if you have to.
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, who knows what might come up the road. And I did, though, through the pandemic. I bought 30 acres of land. Like I said, I had a little bit of money before they ever started giving you stimulus checks. And I decided I'd buy that land, And I caught the old boy, he about to lose every damn thing he had because he had it all tied up in real estate. And all the taxes came due and nobody was buying anything. And he called me up and I fell into a good deal. I actually got it less than what he paid for it.
Okay.
I mean, hey, he overextended himself. He thought, all of a sudden.
You're going to have to pay the taxes on it now.
Oh, yeah, but it ain't that bad. It's just bare land. It ain't got nothing on it. Oh, but the point about it is, that's the way you look at things. If you can get it cheaper than what they paid for it, see, he's about to, that's what, if you overextend yourself only, and see, what he did was only one way. And my father-in-law told me one time, you put a third of your money in real estate, 30 of your money in working capital, that's cash money in your pocket, and a third of it in stocks and bonds, and you'll always float, you can go from one to the other and still have always a little bit of money going around, He was thought, well, it's high economy, everything's booming like hell, and he's buying up, And like I said, now they're buying again because, the COVID's, they claim it's practically over with, which I don't believe that. But anyway, so they're buying these, people are out buying real estate again. You know what I'm saying? Redoing their houses and stuff, That's what they're doing.
Boy, I'd hate to remodel right now.
Well, that's what people are having to do. They're building new homes and stuff or remodeling. That's why the sheetrock's up, paint's up, everything's getting high.
Yeah.
That's just
really high.
Oh, yeah. And parts of the country is higher than other parts of the country. Like gasoline. There ain't no damn shortage of gasoline, but everybody started moving again, so now they can get a better price for it. Yeah, that's the way people are. This is a capitalist country, don't you know that? They're all after the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
But I think that unless something goes on, I think New York's going to burn the shit out of Trump. I really do.
I hope so.
No, I just believe they do. He will. Because unless that guy falls on the fifth, won't talk, basically. But then he can be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying?
I hope.
But and now that one guy that they subpoenaed, he's turned tail and run before. You know what I'm saying? So he's liable to, do the same thing. He's liable to turn, he's 70 some odd years old. He's already made his fortune. Why in the hell would you want to go to the damn pen for 20 years? You see what I'm saying? Well, why would you want to go die in prison? You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't need Trump no more. I mean, how much more you want to make at past 70? You know what I'm saying? You got, 20, 30 million in the bank. Why would you want 35 million? 4 more million or $3 more million versus 20 years in the pen. And if he gives state evidence, he's immune. In other words, he won't be prosecuted. He's exempt. Shit, I tell them every damn thing they need to know. Yeah, I ain't going to the hell with you. Trump, Trump ain't got that kind of money. He's hell. Come to find out, the son bitch was almost broke. Last I heard. Yeah.
Well, the way he's made his money, he never pays his bills.
Well, right, but I mean that he uses basically extortion and fraud, never goddamn way else to get his money.
Yeah.
And that's that's what it is. I heard there was more money against the damn Trump Tower than it was worth. Yeah. There you go. I mean, I don't know. That's what they're trying to do is find out his finances. Hell, until you find out the truth, and he ain't going to tell you shit, so they'll find out the truth somehow. They're trying to find out that he paid them prostitutes. Is what the law was, because he didn't pay taxes on them. I guess the damn prostitutes turned into 1099 on his ass.
Oh, you think?
Hell, I don't know. I'm just laughing. Damn prostitute, I'm going to turn into 1099.
Oh, my God.
I just laughed my ass off. Like, right, the damn street hooker going to turn into 1099. I wouldn't doubt it, Bill. And that other goddamn guy taking a 15 or 16, 17-year-old girl out of the country for sex. Well, hell, they could be in sex trafficking. What's his damn name? I think there's more of that shit goes on in Congress than you know of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And he's stupid. That one kid, he's young. He's up there bragging about his sex pages and all that bullshit. I thought to myself, well, you are stupid. And that other guy's already been prosecuted for the same crime at the same time for sex trafficking. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, he already admitted to that. And that state senator was on the same damn plane he was. So there you go.
Yeah, that Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think he hung himself. I think that was I think somebody killed him.
Well, I'll tell you what. Have you looked at Clinton here lately? That so much looks like he's got AIDS. He's only 71. Have you looked at him? He's sick.
Well, he's getting old.
Hell, I'm a lot older than him. I don't look as age looking as that son bitch does.
okay, I understand that, but you know, he was the president for 8 years. That's hard on you.
Well, yeah. Did you look at Obama? How old he got from when he went into office
They
when he
all
got
do.
out?
They all
He
do
served.
that.
Wonder what the hell that causes. I mean, they get gray-headed and wrinkled fast. And what they do,
Well,
set up
they're-
20. They set up 24 hours a day or what? Hell, I don't know what the hell. they do.
Well, it's on their mind the whole day. I mean, all the time. They don't have 1 minute of peace to themselves, no private life. They got a guard right there every minute.
That's one reason I would not want to be run for any kind of office.
Well, I wouldn't either.
I would. Of course, a lot of them end up with a lot of money after they, run for president, become president, because they change all the laws to suit themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
So-
it's hard on them.
well, actually, old Trump didn't look that much older, really. Of course.
Well, he didn't do nothing. He just played golf.
Yeah, he just let everybody else do whatever the hell they wanted to.
That's basically what he did. He just played golf.
Crazy shit, I'm telling you. I haven't let my dogs in. But I mean, he didn't do anything good to me, for me. That's what I kept telling my relatives that are crazy about him. I said, what the hell did he do for you? He didn't do a damn thing. Well, he didn't.
No, he didn't. I just
not.
That's one thing I hope that Biden does is help with this health care.
Well, we got, as a country, we got to do something. That's what I'm saying. We've got to do something. Because, I mean, we got third world countries that got better medical plan than we do.
Now, myself, because of Pam's, where she worked, I got real health care.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when she retires, what you gonna get?
She is retired.
Oh, she is. Well, you got to keep her insurance.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'm on Medicare, and then we got Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm just saying that,
Yeah, Lucky, she worked for the government also.
Well, but she got good insurance. Oh man, my hips are just killing.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just my hips. You know how many steps? It's about 100 steps just to the front door of this big ass house. And it's a split level. You got to go up and down to get there and back. And I'm really just tired. I don't know what the hell it is. But no, if Trump wins, he won't. I mean, runs. I don't think he'll win. I don't think he will. If we stick together like we did when we voted him out last in 2020 or 2021, whatever 2020.
Well, if he wins, it'll be because he cheated.
Oh yeah, he'll have them counted 50,000 million times. He's still got them counting votes in Arizona.
Because
in Pennsylvania,
when he ran against Hillary, he had, what was it, 3 million more votes than he did.
Yeah, but she didn't have the electorals.
Right.
Russia helped him get the electoral votes. It's what they claim. I don't know whether that's true or not, but to me, it's possible. But to me, anybody in the right mind, I don't think would vote for him. Unless really, I mean, what has he done for you? Is he
Well, he hasn't done anything. But, man, I'll tell you what, you should hear the people here in this county.
What's the state you live in? Like about country? Get up here.
Illinois.
Illinois. Well, hell, did he bring back the damn steel industry or something? You know, that's what they was known for up in Illinois, the steel and factory work. He didn't bring none of that shit back, did he?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Why the hell you voting for him then? That's what I would ask. Because America was great before that so much ever come along. And that really pisses me off. Let's make America great again. Well, you dumbass, we're the greatest country on earth. What the hell are you talking about? You know.
Well, they
And
talked
you made
about Biden shutting down that pipeline
Oh, I was glad he did that, in my opinion.
because that oil coming out of Canada is tar sand oil.
Yeah, it's tar oil. It's basically, yeah. And
And-
if it had a spill, it would look. It's going through some of the pristine country there is, and it would just pollute every damn thing.
There you go.
And since we've had so many cyber attacks, shutting down the meat industry and the fuel industry and all these industries, well, how'd you like that? So much to build up pressure and blow a damn pipe because somebody cyber attacked. You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up to a damn
Well,
oil
see,
spigot.
The thing of it is, we're still getting that oil. They was just wanting to put a shortcut in there.
They're trucking it right now.
Well, we still got a pipeline coming down.
Are we still? I thought they was trucking.
He just shut down the Keystone part where they was building it.
Okay.
He shut that down, and he shut down building that wall.
That wall is the stupidest damn thing I ever heard in my entire damn life because they walk 25 foot and walk around the damn thing.
Exactly. Or crawl under it.
Well, hell, they take a reciprocating saw and cut a channel of it out. It's metal. Cut one of them damn bars off of it and walk through.
Exactly.
Well, hell, you seen them dropping them kids over the top of one, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to stop anybody unless you might have less people crossing it. If you had a barrier where we had an automatic machine gun that shot them when they got close, you know what I'm talking about. When them, like they did the Iron Curtain, so many feet there that they got to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know that they ain't never going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'd hate to see somebody just start shooting them.
Well, that's what I said. They're not going to do that. America would throw a fit. We have way too many Spanish Mexicans over here. We start shooting their damn relatives. Don't you think they're going to be pissed off?
Is Mexico that bad?
No. What is they're wanting an American life? What I wish they would do, and this is the honest God truth, I think they should annex all the way to Puerto Rico and all the way to the North Pole and call it North America, USA. And that does, hell, I'd buy me a house in Costa Rica. I like that part of the country. You see what I'm saying? I mean, hell, our dollar keeps them afloat right now. It keeps Canada. Canada ain't got that big of a military. We're the ones that, protect Canada. We got bases all over Canada. We got bases all over the South, too. What do you think Puerto Rico is? That's a territory. Hell, you don't think there's a few military bases on that damn thing?
Puerto Rico is American soil now.
Yeah, but it's a territory. But hell, we even got a damn military base in Cuba.
Well, we need to be able to protect ourselves.
Well, yeah, I'm not griping about having it, but if you Puerto Rico uses our dollar, which is American territory, what's his name wanted to trade? Trump wanted to trade something. What the hell was it? Puerto Rico for some damn island or something up north or some damn thing. Remember that? Like, okay, we're going to trade American citizens off. Yeah, right. He didn't make a damn bit of sense. Oh, for Greenland, I think it was. Something like that. Trade it for Greenland or some shit. Like, oh, we don't want to eat Greenland either. I mean, it's just he made so much like swallowing bleach or all this other bullshit. He made some stupid ass. And that Quinn and this damn Republican governor bought 2 point something million worth of them pills, and he couldn't get them hardly to take them back. It took 2 years. Now they're going to pay him off in 10 years installments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I mean, you couldn't take them. It was for malaria, but they took them back after a year and a half of arguing with him. But they're going to take 10 years to pay the 2 point something million back. I mean, they're not making a lot of damn sense with a lot of this shit. You're following somebody that, he really needs a psychiatrist more than, anything else. That'd be my opinion. You need a psychiatrist. But if they want to vote him in, then they have to live with what? He almost bankrupted all the damn farmers in the Midwest. And they still crazy about the son of a bitch. That's what got me.
There you go.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
I seen a guy today. He drove. He had a truck, and he'd sat over there by this one area on the other side of the town for Goodwill.
Yeah.
And I seen him in Walmart. He stocks a shelf for Pepsi. Now,
right.
I said, "What happened to the other one?" He said, "Well, they shut that down." I said, "Because of COVID?" Yeah. He said, "I had to find another gig." I said, "And you voted for Trump, didn't you?" He just turned around and walked off. I said, "You voted for the son of a bitch, and then bitch because you don't have a job."
There you go. I mean, right now, Biden, they can say whatever they want to about the guy, but everybody's wanting employees. You see what I'm saying? You can I could even get a job. You know what I'm saying? Don't want one, don't need one, but I bet I could go get a job.
Yeah.
Well, you want fries with that? I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't care.
You want
It's
super
a job,
size
ain't
that?
it?
Yeah, you want super
supersize
size
it?
that?
Yeah, you want me to supersize it? You want fries? I mean, be honest with you, hell, I can run a damn cash register. I always wanted to run the window at McDonald's. They're like, come on, drive on through hell. I already know what they want me to give you. You got $20? I'll give you the damn thing you got in here for $20. But like I said, I mean, everybody needs an employee. I've seen even Brahms had a sign out employees. Now these are unskilled labor people. Of course, it's minimum wage, but they're raising the minimum wage. But what about skilled workers, nurses, doctors, and all? Hell, it's higher education you got, the more demand you got. There's no reason not to have a job in America. That's why
not if you want one.
Right, but there's people coming over from Mexico, and the rich people like them. Why do they go down there in El Salvador and rent their damn maids and shit that come from Costa Rica, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, not Puerto Rico, but Mexicans or Cubans or whatever, because they can get it for $2 an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell, that one that owned the damn what was it, Empire State Building, she went to jail for not having a person from El Salvador, I think it was her maid, and she was paying her $2 an hour. Yeah. And she couldn't leave the damn house. She was a damn prisoner, That's what I'm saying. These people are like Hilton Inn. Who you think makes all them damn beds? Who you think mows all that damn rich people's grass? What about picks all that goddamn apples, oranges, bananas, and all? I mean, the other fruit they got in America. All the vegetables and shit. I don't see my white ass out there picking into that damn fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, but they don't want them over here. Well, somebody's got to pick that shit or we're going to go hungry. But
That's
that's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
putting on a roof. You know, that's one of the hardest damn jobs.
Oh, yeah. And it's usually, it's like the people laying concrete. They're all Spanish speaking people or something. They're not what I would call white America. You know, white America might own the business, but white America ain't out there bending over, putting in 10, 12 hours a day, finishing concrete either, you know? I mean, they ain't making much sense. You know, that's what I look at, you know. Like, hell, they could have my damn job and come to putting the damn roof on or laying concrete. Hell, I don't even want to mow my own grass, and I don't. Just hard out, you know. But that's what I'm getting at. I mean, think about it.
I know it.
You know, and then you show the American people by giving them stimulus checks that they didn't need to work. Government will give them money. They'll give them money and unemployment.
Well,
You see
that'll
what I'm saying?
eventually run out. They'll have to
Yeah. Oh well.
go back to work.
No, they don't have to. They can mooch and bum.
Well, they can do that
Oh, I can't work
if they're good
anymore.
at it.
Well, they can come up with all kinds of shit. Well, I got COVID depression now. I can't. I just you know, all kinds of shit you can claim.
There
Eventually,
you
if
go.
you don't, eventually they're gonna put them on disability or some one way or the other. Yep. To me, we've got to be turned out to be a lazy country. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We turned out to be a lazy country. We don't even have technology anymore. Japan, China, all these other countries. They even set a deal on the news where somebody has invented some of these unidentified flying objects, and they claim it might be Russia or China coming up with planes that go 4,000 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Or objects that go 4,000 miles an hour.
That
So
could
hell, I
be.
don't know. But the point about it is, America better get off, either shit or get off the pot, excuse my language, because we're getting left behind. The only thing that keeps us safe is our technology, our military. We got more planes, more bombs, more than any other country on the planet. That's the only thing that keeps us safe.
Right.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. You bring a person from any foreign country. You won't just pick one: Germany, Russia, China, Mexico. Bring them over here. About the second generation. That means the people that came over here and their kids now, mind you, are American as much as we are. They don't. They want their damn Nike shoes and their Gucci pants and all this other shit. They ain't Chinese no more. They're not Mexican no more. They're not French. They're not Germans. They're Americans. They got spoiled. You see what I'm saying? If your kids never knew what kind of life you had in a foreign country, how do you expect them to be deported back to that foreign country? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't their lifestyle. They don't know nothing about Mexico. Hell, I know Mexicans couldn't even speak this after 2 generations, couldn't even speak Spanish. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they speak very poor Spanish, or French or German or anything else. This country was built on immigrants. And to stay strong, we have to have somewhat of an immigration policy. They need to really work on that. Because all they're letting in right now is Iranian doctors and nurses and stuff like that, lawyers. But we're letting in the business class people. We're not letting in any of the poor people. And that's the truth. The only poor ones we let in is what we get over from Mexico. And then they're taking the jobs that nobody wants.
Right. They'll work.
Well, yeah, these landscape companies, go look at who they're hiring. Just mention a green card and see how many people run away. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a border patrol uniform because I used to work there in that area a long time ago. But I'm entitled to wear it. It's just it says border patrol. I used to go to a restaurant. It's on north side of town, and the old boy said, "If you won't wear that uniform in here," he says, "I'll give you free meal." That's what he told me. He said, "Every time you show," because I just wore this T-shirt and a pair of khaki pants. That's all I would wear. The T-shirt said Border Patrol on it, and I had the hat. And I'm entitled to wear it. It's mine. I paid for it. And but everybody in the kitchen run away. Yeah. He said, "Hell, when you show up at lunch," he said, "I ain't got enough staff back there to finish cooking and serving the meals." Yeah, that's honest kind of true. He said, "If you won't wear that T-shirt," that's all he said. "You don't wear that T-shirt up here," he said, "I'll give you a free meal." But I didn't notice it first. I just didn't pay much attention to it. And hell, I looked back in there, and hell, they had like 20 employees. Now they got 2. But hell, who else is going to cook that shit? And Mexican restaurants are even worse. But like I said, I can't blame them. To me, they make it almost impossible to get. Well, Trump was really making it impossible to get that green card. And then he put the ban on Iranians and Iraqians and Pakistanians and everybody, all the Muslims. Which I don't. To me, I thank God that I ain't running this government. Too much.
Ben, if you can go to my channel, look on my About page. I don't really want to put it in here. He's wanting my email.
No, yeah, you're going to get a lot of hateful stuff. They go through, they work on it and go to your About page. I got my mailing address and my email address, but I'm going to tell you something. That email address is basically, I never look at the emails that come from YouTube to begin with. I have a private email that I use, and that's about it.
Well, see, they won't take the time. The trolls don't take the time to go to my About page, but it's on there.
Well, see, if they send you a threatening letter through the post office, it ain't like leaving a shitty comment on your YouTube channel. If they mail me something threatening through the United States Postal Service, you don't even have to put a return address on it. They'll track that damn letter down because it's got a postmark for where it came from. You know what I'm saying? You don't mess with the government. They'll run DNA on that somebody who licked that damn envelope. They don't give a shit. They will. I swear to God, they will. I had a troll one time. He was an asshole, and I knew all about him. He fled Canada and came to America to keep him paying child support. I knew all about his ass, and it ain't hard to run down somebody. But anyway. He even wanted a person to take him from the border of Canada in an unmarked van all the way to Florida. I knew this person. So he pissed me off one time, and I said, okay. I went up there when they started that damn, I used to work for the government, and I put him on the no-fly list. So in other words, he can't get back into the United States. He went up there to his dad's funeral or his sister's funeral or somebody's funeral. And he pissed me off so bad, I went and turned him in to the no-fly list, and he couldn't. They won't let him. I said he threatened me, which he did. I had the emails, and they run down who he was from that damn IP address, had his name, and that's how they got his real name, and they put him on the do not let him enter back into America. Yeah.
So what happened? Is he still over there?
He's still over there. He can't come back to America.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, he threatened to. See, I used to work for the federal government. I worked in shit about chemicals, and I go on and on. But they didn't. I didn't was threatened, and I didn't. Like I said, I just turned it in. Like okay, I used to work for you damn people. I worked for the EPA for a long time. I was in 2 wars. I helped create Agent Orange. I tell you, that shit'll kill you, Gino, from a way back. That shit. It was made not for a defoliant. It was made like a chlorine gas to settle in them tunnels and kill them damn people that were living in the tunnels because they fought an underground war that we couldn't find them. So we killed the grass on top, and the chemicals soaked through there and went into the tunnels and killed their asses. That's why if you look at the last 20 years or so, or 30 years, it's been 40 years, but the last 30 years, how many deformed kids have been born in Vietnam? And how many of them has been born over here? Down syndrome and so on and so forth. Yeah, we screwed their DNA up for a long time. With people that during nuclear bomb, we screwed their damn DNA up for a long time too. But anyway, I like I said, I got him with his ass. And it was just bullshit. Every time I get on, he'd say something smart or whatever and send me shitty email, And it ain't hard to track somebody down through an IP address. And I'll tell you how you track people down if you really want to know. Somewhere, somehow, you're paying a bill for the internet service, where it's on your cell phone, you're paying a cell phone bill. Or if it's on your computer, you're paying an internet bill. Follow the money. You see where I'm coming?
Yeah.
Okay. A bill has to be paid by somebody that has an account. Even if you go up and pay cash for it, you still have an account.
You still have a bill and still have an account.
You have an address. You have to have a name or a corporation name. Somebody's got to be in charge of that bill. And that's how you find it. Yeah, you chase them. That's where they're getting Trump. They put Al Capone in prison for tax evasion. They couldn't get him on all the murders or any damn thing else, but they could follow the money and got him on that. They're following Trump for the money. They're going to get him on it too.
I hope.
Well, they will. I don't have to hope that money.
Yeah, but
money talks, poop walks.
He's been impeached twice, and the Republicans wouldn't vote to impeach him, take him out of office.
Right.
He's still impeached.
Yeah. Well, what they should have done, like I said, they're going about the right way. They're going to find him guilty of a criminal charge, and he's unable to run for public office with a felony. Now, will he go to the pen? I don't know. They could do all kinds of stuff. This depends on how pissed off they are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the only reason why they wanted to impeach him, so he couldn't run again.
Well, right. He should have took his damn. The Republicans should have just shit-canned him out of there. Why he didn't want to leave office? There's a law saying that he can't be prosecuted as long as he's in office. And he knew when he got out of office, it's going to come out after him with everything they had.
Like I said, I hope so.
Oh yeah, they're going to nail his ass to the wall, and his kid, and his son, and his stepson, and his son-in-law, and his daughter. They're going to line them all up and crucify the hell out of them. You pissed off the Democratic Party. There's more poor people than there is rich people. They're only the 1%. Ask Marie Antoinette. King Louis, they cut their damn heads off. You can't screw people all the time, just part of the time. And when you fix it where they can't make it, this, that, and make a living, then all shit will break loose. And that's what Trump was doing. He was making it where you couldn't make a living.
Well, you got that right.
And
And
now that
he took a lot of jobs overseas.
yeah, he did. To
And
me,
now Biden has created a lot of jobs.
well, the problem with Trump, he didn't give a shit. I mean, he didn't care if people were working or not. And he made it sound good. Oh, he was a great talker. But so was the devil. You know what I'm saying? To me, he should have never, he didn't have the brains to be in public office, to be honest with you. He didn't have the brains. He didn't understand how the political parties work or anything. It's all a give and take and this, that, and the other. He went in there barnstorming, thinking he could do whatever the hell he wanted to. Well, he had a lot of these damn Republicans are scared of him. Or, he'll take votes away from me. They're afraid of him. Well, they got enough balls, except like that blonde-headed woman. She had like, okay. And they took her, the rest of the Republicans punished her because she, and took her down from her office seat. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, to me, the rest of the Republicans, and you get, what is that? There's 4 or 5 of them. The one in Texas ain't worth shit. And that other guy, he was the one when Texas was governor or senator. That one senator was in Texas. When they had the rolling blackouts, he went to, what was it, Cancun. He didn't even stay in the country. Yeah, damn people. But,
Yeah, Ted Cruz said that.
Cruz. Yeah, he left and went to Cancun, and then he got him ragged on that he came back. But he didn't intend to. But he had the money. He just packed up his shit and left. But there's a lot of poor people who didn't have no money. They had to sit there with their lights off. Hell, I didn't give a shit with my lights off. My generator kicked on, and I was living like a damn king. Didn't bother me one damn bit. Damn diesel generator kicked on. I was good. And that was the middle of winter. Everybody's my neighbor next door heat pump couldn't run it, and she lost. She's spending thousands of dollars now out of her own pocket plus her insurance to put it. The pipes in her house ran in the ceiling, and hell, the whole damn hell, and it was frozen, busted. All of her damn sheetrock fell down and every damn thing. And I told her that what you need to do is open the attic door because your pipes are up there. Well, all my pipes were in the concrete. Hell, and my house is total electric shit. I went out there to the damn camper, my ambulance and my bus, and I got all my little buddy heaters, my propane heaters, and hell, I turned them on. And I put a lot of candles in the pots, and hell, I cracked the windows in every room in case, I was worried about the concrete because my pipes are in the concrete. And I went in there and turned the faucets on in every bathroom and every bathroom sink and tub and kitchen sink. I paid about a $200 water bill, but I think that was cheaper, by God, than going in there and replacing the pipes and didn't have to chisel my front room up. It's on that. I just turned the water on. Running water don't freeze, and I just turned the water on. I don't know how many thousands of gallons I went through.
Well, you don't have to turn it on very far.
No, I turned it on about 3/4, halfway. Everything. I had water running everywhere. I don't give a shit. Let it run. And I flush my toilets every hour. Flush them every hour. That put a bunch of water through there in a short time.
Okay, now you got a concrete floor in your house?
Yeah, my house is solid concrete floors.
Well, I don't think it would freeze in that concrete, would it?
Yeah, it'll freeze. We got minus 25 here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, remember we had that super cold spell, the minus 25?
Well, we never get that cold.
Well, we had a rare incidents, and they decided that they would turn the electric off. That rolling blackouts. It stayed down to minus 25 about 3 days. That's when they turned the electric off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it didn't, they didn't do it when it was like, I don't know, 30 degrees or 35 degrees. They waited till it was minus 25 and then they turned the power off.
Oh my God.
I have three buddy heaters, and I had 5-gallon propane tanks. And a lot of people's houses, they turned barbecue grills, but I didn't have it. I had little propane heaters. And I turned them on. I put lit candles, and I started, the big generator started. I could still run I have 2 heat pumps. I run the front heat pump because it run the front heat pump, the generator with. That way, therefore, the front part of the house where most of the plumbing was, it kept it from freezing, And hell, it pissed. And I told them to do the same thing. Turn your water wide open. It can't, in your case, since it was that cold, turn it wide open. Let it go. And you'll have to pay $200 or $300 water bill. But I said, well, I paid about $300 or close to $300. That's a lot of water, But hell, I don't know how many thousands of gallons I run.
Yeah, but like that one woman that had the water in her attic, she spent a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, she lost all of her ceilings. Yeah, and it flooded all the ceiling all the way across, even places that didn't have water pipes. It just flooded all the way across. And then she lost all the ceiling. That insulation was lost down the wall. She had to gut her house, re-insulate, and re-sheetrock.
It would benefit you to have somebody come in and blow the lines out with air.
Well, I got an air valve on mine because I leave, I go traveling a lot, and I'll turn the water off at the meter, blow the line out, fill my commodes up with antifreeze water, alcohol solution shit.
Right.
And then I'm good. I even pour it down my kitchen and bathroom sinks because of that neck I don't want to freeze.
Right. That trap.
Yeah, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I do that. But I said, this time I was in the damn thing, and I said, well, I ain't going out there and turning my water off and blowing out the lines, and because I would still need water and everything else, so I just turned the damn water on. They said the water company, which is a rural water company, they bitched about me using that much water. You must have had a leak. I said, sure did, but I got it fixed. Hell with them. What else would you do? But you want to spend. Let's say you spent $50,000, the insurance to redo all your plumbing or whatever was $50,000. Well, do you know how many thousands you got to pay versus 50,000? You know what I'm saying? Because they're like Medicare. They're only going to pay about 80% of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you'd been out a hell of a lot more than $300.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I said. He'll leave the water running.
If your lines was in your concrete,
yeah,
that'd be a hell of a lot worse than in your walls.
Well, they run the whole house over there. They're still trying to fix it back up and shit. The whole ceiling fell in. The walls had water running down through it.
I've got a basement, but my lines it'll come through the concrete to come into the house. But they're up underneath, right against the floor, underneath the floor here,
What is it? Oh yeah, you got a basement that run underneath the basement floor.
Yeah, it runs under the
house to the basement floors.
Right.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I learned a long time ago, if you leave hot and cold water running in the whole house, about halfway faucet, turn them on, halfway. And the bathtub, turn them on halfway. Flush your toilets through every hour, because there's lines that come up to them that'll freeze just as bad as they will anywhere else. So I flush them I sleep during the day and stay up at night and flush toilets. So I didn't have no problem. I even run the washing machine.
Yeah.
No clothes, but I run the washing machine.
Yeah.
I just run the damn washing machine. I was $300 and something. I don't know how many thousands of gallons I used. So much. They said, "Boy, you must have a bad leak." I said, "Yeah, but I got it fixed." You know, that was just my standard water bill is $21 a month. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, to go from $21 a month to $300 a month, I run a hell of a lot of water.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you bet I did. But like I said, $300. But it would have cost me thousands. If I rent my floors and the commodes that have to be fixed and all this shit, it would, I don't know, let's say if it $50,000. Well, how much of it they would have paid? Probably 80%. Then I would have a deductible of the rest of it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And if they penalized me for not bringing in some kind of heat, whatever, which wasn't my fault, it was a damn rolling blackout.
I'll be right back. I can still hear you though.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. I just said, well, I'm going to have I figured $500. I'd rather pay the $500 right then for the water usage I was going to use than I would rather pay $500, even if it was just $500, and put people having to come in and jackhammer the damn floors out and all the other shit.
Yeah, make hell of a mess.
Well, I didn't want the damn mess. I didn't want,
Well, yeah,
that woman can't even live in her damn house, and it's been, how long has it been since last winter? She still ain't got it in her damn house. Yeah. It'd been cheaper on her if they bulldozed that one over and built another.
But I don't understand why they would have shut your electric off in the coldest of winter.
Because you'd have to ask the people. There's such a high demand of electric use. They even turned the gas off in a lot of places. They intended to really hurt the people is what they did.
Well, I know over there in California, when it gets real hot, they turn their electric off.
Right, because or you have to pay. This is what they do. They charge you more money per kilowatt. You got it? Well, under Oklahoma law, they couldn't do that. Because, see, I'm on average bill. They couldn't charge me any more per kilowatt. So they just turned it off. In some states like Texas, and then people got $1,000 electric bill, $2,000 electric bill for the 3 days. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. They couldn't do that.
That was stupid, but.
Well, what I'm saying, they couldn't do that in Oklahoma because the law would not allow it. Got it? So what they did is they just turned it off. When it started costing them money to run electric to your house, they just turned it off. Got it? So when they turned mine off, I said, fine. I got a generator. It'll kick on and run part of the house. And I got buddy heaters and propane tanks, them 5-gallon propane tanks. And I had 4 or 5.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I had 3.
We used to use one at work.
Yeah, well, I had 3 buddy heaters. And I had my generator, my big diesel generator, would run one of my heat pumps. Would run both of them, but run one of them. I turned the back part of the house was just bedrooms, ain't no water back there. I just turned it all off and shut the doors. But where the plumbing was, I kept the heat on. And then I lit candles because I didn't have no lights. So I kept all my generator running for basically the heat pump, not the lights or anything like that. I don't give it half-ass dark. Well, I care. Turn the damn light a candle. But basically, and then I turned the water on. But I figured the water for 3 days, I could run about $500 worth. Well, it was only $300. My bill for that month went from 21 to 3 something, 319, I think it was something. Almost, how many? I don't know, 200 or 300 times the money. But you see what I'm saying? That's a lot of water. And I told the lady next door to do the same damn thing. Turn the water on full blast and leave it. And flush them damn toilets every time you walk by them. Especially at night. Because that's when it dropped down to minus 25. Yeah, I was halfway tired for staying up a lot during all night long and part of the daytime. Yeah, I was exhausted. But I didn't want nobody coming in, and it ruined her furniture. It ruined everything. Her damn, the whole ceiling fell in on her house inside, her in it, and water running down, just gushing everywhere. And all that's it like you was in the damn house with a damn with the fire, sprinklers on or some shit. That's what it was. And like I said, hell, I turned my water on and let that shit ruin. But like I said, a couple of people I told to do the same damn thing. My sister lived in the city. She did the same damn thing. I said, your body, you go in there, you're old. And I said, you go in there and you turn that damn water on full blast. I said, not half blast, full blast on both faucets. And but her gas bill, they charged her $500 and some odd because they had a restriction on the electricity. They couldn't charge you for OG&E, Oklahoma Gas and Electric, but they could charge you on the principality of gas. And she was getting her gas from a little old bitty town called Jones, and they had their independent gas company. And they charged her like $400 or $500 for her gas.
And her pipe still broke.
No, my sister's pipes, none of them froze. But she got a wooden floor house, and I said, if you don't run them pipes, it's cold because they're not built for. We only put the water pipes about 12 inches underground, 9 to 12 inches. Because it don't get cold. Well, if you live back east, you need it sometimes 3 foot in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Well, in Oklahoma, about the deepest water pipe is about 18 inches here. And the ground froze about, 35 inches solid down. Well, that frees the pipes in the ground coming to your house.
Yeah, it would.
And I said, just turn them on wide open. And she didn't have no problem. She paid a little extra money. I said, "Buddy, you get the money just like I do. You got a little, just say, well, okay, it's going to cost you $500 for utilities, this month, and rather than somebody coming in and working on your house. Right? I figured $500, and I got away with about 300 and something. She got away with about, I don't know, close to $500. But like I said,
now I've got a gas furnace, but it wouldn't be no good without electric.
Well, a lot of people's houses wouldn't. She happened to have an old gas stove. Her house is old as hell. It's one of them open gas fireplace, range stove shit. And the ones that go inside of a fireplace and it's just got gas that blows, turns on. You know what I'm saying? It's got them little ceramic paddles in it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sure.
And because it's an old house. But the point about it is, they charged her almost $400 for gas that month. It was basically the 3 days they jacked the price up on the gas because the high demand. Yeah. And me, I already had propane. It's like I told him, I said I had propane in the generator. I was good, and I had plenty of gasoline. And they turned the electric off in this damn little dirt water town, and I had to go 50 miles to buy gas because they didn't have no gas here. All the electric was off.
Wow.
Yeah, they screwed them, boy. They screwed the people bad. That woman's insurance and shit, she's got over $50,000 worth of damage or more in her house. It ruined the bedspreads, the furniture. It was all soaked like it'd been in a flood. And yeah.
Man, that's terrible.
And a lot of it wouldn't pay for it because it was not a flood. It was due to busted pipes. And a lot of her furniture wasn't covered. I said, shit on that one. I'd rather pay the water bill. That's what I did too. I paid the damn water bill, went on with my life. But that was all about money. It's all it was.
Well, now, out home, of course, my mom, she always worried about shit. But we just cracked the valve just where it would run real slow. We wouldn't turn it full blast.
Yeah, but your plumbing was deeper than ours. Got it? You see what I'm saying? You had it.
Well,
I've had.
Now, out home, we didn't have a basement, and we just had a wood floor. What have we got here?
I don't know. Probably a telemarketer.
No, it's well, I don't know if it said my sister-in-law.
Hope
She hung
everybody's
up.
all right. Well, it wasn't important.
She must
Probably
have
a butt
wrong
call.
button.
Yeah, butt call's what it is. You set out on your cell phone. It calls Radio Free Europe. But no, I mean the government. I don't trust. I'm like that guy up there in Canada. I don't trust the government 100% either. But I know what common sense is. If you got to spend either the money or get out there and blow the pipes out, do something. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, well, I got a compressor and all. I got a valve, and I could turn off the other one. There was ice and snow
But
and
then
sleet.
everything that you needed water for, you wouldn't have.
Well, it still didn't protect my hot water tank. I've seen them freeze and bust and split out the side.
Well, they could. Yeah.
Yep. So I decided I just run water through the damn thing.
Right.
And that way, I didn't have no electric. I got an electric hot water tank, so therefore it didn't matter.
Well, my water heater's gas.
Well, there you
so
go.
I don't have to have electric for it.
Well, but what I'm saying, I didn't have that luxury.
Right.
My house is total electric.
Right.
But like I said, I lucked out. I had I think 3 or 4. I think I had 4 propane tanks. And I turned the buddy heaters on low, and then I'd turn them off because it could get too hot, and I'd turn them back on. I had a carbon monoxide detector, 2 of them, one in the front, one in the back. Had smoke detectors in about every room. I mean, I played it safe. I didn't sleep at night. I slept during the day, and then I could turn off the buddy heaters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'd set my alarm. I'd sleep like 2 or 3 hours. Then I'd set my alarm and then check everything and go back to sleep a couple
You only
hours.
had to do that about 3 days, though, right?
3 days is all I had to do it. I was exhausted, as old as I am. Hell yeah, I was exhausted.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I thought, what else am I going to do? You know. And I first started off with candles in cooking pots. I had them set in every damn place. And I got to thinking, well, this ain't working very good because it's really cold in here. And I said, well, I've got them buddy heaters in the propane tanks. I can go get that. But I said, I got to make sure the carbon monoxide detectors work. I put brand new batteries in them.
Okay, but your generator wouldn't keep your heat pumps going?
Not both of them, just one.
Okay.
This house is 3,000 square foot.
Right.
It's a big ass house.
So how many heat pumps you got?
I got one for the front, one for the back part of the house, like 2 sets of air conditionings.
So could you have just run one for the water?
Well, what I tried to do is run the one in the front part of the house where the kitchen was, the bathroom, the one bathroom was, so on and so forth. But I decided, well, wait a minute. It's not keeping up really. They work when it's that cold. They don't work all that good. A heat pump, though. That's honest God truth. They're not made for that kind of frigid cold. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you guys back east use a lot of coal or heating oil and shit like that, or gas. You know what I'm saying? You don't use electric heat pumps because they're really made for like Florida where it don't get all that cold. You know what I'm saying? And they really wasn't going to keep up. When it got down to, let's say, about 10 degrees above 10 degrees, they quit working very good. And minus 25, hell, they didn't work really hard at all. They'd blow out a lukewarm air is about all they'd do. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, I just kept
this furnace that I've got. It's like 98% efficient.
Yeah.
It vents out of a piece of 3-inch DWV pipe, plastic pipe.
Right.
When
my diesel
when it
generator,
calls for heat, you got a little fan that will blow the exhaust out first, make sure everything's before the fire will kick on. And if everything's open, then the fire will kick on. Then when it gets hot, the big fan kicks on.
Well, my heat pump runs off electricity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that just don't work like your furnace would. You know what I'm saying? And then I had refrigerators. I've got 3 refrigerators, 2 freezers, and a bunch of other electric items I had to run, or throw the food away. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I kept up with it more than I did. Actually, at one time, I just said, hell with that damn heat pump. It ain't doing a damn thing but just burning energy. Turned it off, turned the thermostats down to where it didn't, they didn't like turn them off, because I had the propane heaters, But I did crack windows and shit like that. I had smoke detectors and I had carbon monoxide detectors. I mean, you got to have all that shit in your house. You can't just run propane without having a carbon monoxide detector. I wasn't about to die. But like I said, I turned the waters on about halfway. I mean, I did flush the toilets every hour. And you could tell how fast it run back in the bowl if it was getting frozen. You know what I'm saying? I had some of them start off real slow and then fill up, start filling up faster. Meant the damn line going to the damn commode was getting frozen. But that fast water going through there thawed it out fast. Once I got that concrete warm, I was all right. And then there was enough water coming in from the main out there where the water meter is to the house, and I didn't worry about it freezing because it was only about, 12, 15 inches deep. It wasn't very deep. And that's what I did. I mean, you just got to, I run the washing machine at least once a day. I'd wash a whole bunch of stuff. And then I got, I can't dry it. So I quit. I said, I can't wash any clothes in it. I'll just run it by itself. Well, I didn't have a dryer. I thought, I can't dry shit.
Well,
first load, I thought, okay, I'll throw it in the dryer. Well, hell, I didn't have no dryer. So that was a damn electric dryer.
Yeah, but you can hang it up in the house.
I did. I didn't have much in that load, but that I didn't wash anything else. I just run the damn washing machine.
I before I moved here, I had a washing machine, but I didn't have a dryer. And I'd wash my clothes and just hang them up.
Well, I do that now because I think it smells better out on the line than they do in the house.
Well, I'd hang them in the house on hangers. Well,
I got a clothesline and I hang them outside. But the point about it is, like I said, you can make do if you use your head. That's what I was telling that woman next door. I should have told her to open the attic door. She had a little bit of heat in the house, but it wasn't getting up in the attic, and she didn't shut off the vents on the outside of the house, the one in each end of the house where the air blows through. I think she has a Twirly bird on top, too, or whatever you would call it. And I said her kids could come over there and put a piece of tarp over that damn air vent deal. And anyway, it got frigid up there and it busted and head down came everything.
Isn't that something?
Oh, yeah, I felt so sorry for her.
Well, Lucky, I'm gonna get over here.
I don't blame you. Where are you at? You're in Idaho, Indiana,
Illinois.
Illinois, and it's what, about midnight up there?
It's getting close. 20 till.
We got the same time here. That's why I'm getting off too. But like I said, you got to figure out in certain parts of the country they put water lines in deeper. But here we never get about down to about 20 below freezing. 20 degrees to 15 degrees is the coldest we get. We never would have thought we'd ever got down to minus 25. And that's when the electric company abandoned us right there. I felt that they abandoned us, is what I felt.
Yeah.
But I was a prepper enough that I was prepared for any damn thing. But I felt sorry for the people that didn't.